All right, then everybody settled in, ready to go. Other than our resident monk is probably still driving, but
No, I'm just walking upstairs now.
all right. I'll go ahead and recap then. Cliffhanger. We had a cliffhanger last time as Darius decided it was a great idea to put on a strange mask that you found after trudging through to another shipwreck, and the last thing that you all spotted was what seemed to be a lightning strike coming toward you. We cut off in that exact moment. So I will ask beforehand. I know some of you may have relevant features or whatever. As you look up and begin to see this lightning crackle in the stormy clouds above you, what do your characters do? I'll say you probably have a good 2.5 seconds to react.
I'm gonna use Step of the Wind and get the fuck away from him.
You're gonna freaking get the fuck
What was
out of
that thing?
Dodge. It's a bolt of lightning.
So you're all scattering.
Step of the Wind and move.
Wait, where exactly were we? Where we were last?
You were so basically, you all had went to a second shipwreck, and the ship had been broken in half, and sort of in the middle, where the ship was broken, there was a shot, a view to the sky above you, and right down in kind of shin deep in water, with the sky open above you, there's lightning that seems like it's starting to crackle in the clouds.
Are we on top of the ship or like in the middle?
No, you're in the middle. There's the front end of the ship is on one side of you, and the back is on the other. They're kind of sunk into the marsh, and you're in the middle. And yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, you're about shin deep in water.
Wood.
Bye.
Is there
I'm
any high ground
out.
away from the water?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
get out of here.
I step of the
Like
wind.
getting out of the water.
Past everyone.
Yeah, I mean, did we take was there like a ferry or something that we could jump on?
Yeah, there was a ferry, but he's a bit farther away than you could probably, unless you had some sort of teleportation. You more than likely couldn't manage to get back to the ferry in about 2.5 seconds. He's a little ways away.
And
No, I can't do that.
And I think I'm casting resistance on myself.
Okay.
I'm just gonna climb.
Okay. What are you going for specifically with climbing?
I think we're a little too far down for the
Trying
mast.
to get away.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the mast itself. You could. I mean, I think I see what he's going for here with trying to climb onto the ship. There's a broken piece there's part of the mast that is broken down, and it's more like a ramp now. You could certainly try to climb on that. It's not too steep that you would have to climb it. You could sort of walk.
Yeah, like whatever's close and above water.
All right, so you all are all trying to get away from the water.
Bad.
Yeah, no, I'm step up. I'm gonna
Unless you have actually shit. So but we don't have a
I
lightning
got this
rod.
fish trident and about 4 javelins.
I've got the javelin of lightning.
Yeah, charge up your javelin like an energizer bunny.
I was literally about
Shoot
to
'em up in the sky.
Should I throw my javelin into the sky as this lightning bolt's coming down at us?
Yeah, whichever one you hold up your sword gets a +6 lightning weapon. It's
You know what? Just for the
But-
sake of plot,
Yeah,
while I'm dodging out of the way, I'm throwing a
Step
javelin
of
and trying
the
to hit the
wind.
lightning. Fuck it, I don't care if I lose a javelin.
Oh no, I was gonna say I'm stepping the winning, moving, and then pulling up the
never
javelin
mind,
lightning,
man.
and as soon
He's
as that
gonna fight
lightning cracks, I'm
with
throwing it. As soon as I see. You're damn right. It's Thor versus Zeus up in this bench.
all right. Anything else? If not, then go ahead and roll for the Javelin of Lightning as if it were an attack.
All right. Do I get advantage for
One.
awesome?
Oh my
You
God,
don't,
Necro!
unfortunately.
Why? Why would you jinx
There's
that?
something canceling. Ooh.
Oh my God. Why would you say that?
Okay.
You're an asshole.
You all managed to get out of the water. You had Step of the Wind, different features that would help you, different ideas. So I need you all to make a dex save with advantage, except for
Do I get
Aaron, who will
double
make a
advantage
regular
'cause I saw
dexterity
it?
save.
That's fair.
You will get it. Yeah, it's dangerous then. So you get
We
it.
are all far enough away.
Wait, why do I get advantage? Oh.
I'm counting. It's because you said you cast resistance, right?
I'm
Yeah, but
so
you give me
shitty
a
that you
+4.
that you just fucking did that to me. You know better than to say nat 1.
Which-
That's
Which
right.
is
You didn't
another roll.
move, did you? You just cast resistance. In that case, yeah, your
No,
dex save would be.
I tried getting out of the water.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, yeah, it's fine.
Well, it's still an 18 anyways.
Would you consider
+4.
lightning a missile?
You cannot throw the lightning back.
Can I deflect it? Can I pull some avatar? Can Uncle Iroh put my fingers out and
If you
catch
were
one in?
waiting
I'm
to
going to let
element
you answer
smoke,
that
maybe.
question yourself here in a second as some more information is revealed. All right, so
Ooh.
lightning damage,
What was the save?
DC 20.
Oh,
So-
Shit. That's a
yeah. I'm
lot.
gonna go ahead and use my reaction. Can I use my reaction? Try to deflect some of that.
I mean, do you have evasion?
I have deflect missiles.
You cannot.
Yeah. That's
Why can't I use the Uncle Iroh?
Oof.
Went to the sky,
What happened
man.
to the lightning javelin?
So, despite getting out of the water, you all managed to mostly clear yourself or despite getting out of the water and mostly clearing yourself out of the way, you all still get shocked by this lightning. Aaron, you, on the other hand,
Oh wait, I'm resistant to lightning. Cool.
that's good. That's very good to know because you managed to get out of the way of the lightning mostly. You kind of resist some of it with just your very angry boy resilience.
Oh wait, did we get that?
However,
I wasn't raging.
Did we
Never
make the
mind.
save for that 23 lightning damage? Fuck.
No, it was a DC 20.
The damage is 23.
What was it? 20?
yeah, the DC was 20. The damage was 23.
The DC.
But Aaron,
The DC. That's what I'm asking.
you actually, yeah,
Ooh, I just barely made it.
resistance
How did
boys.
you make a DC? Oh yeah.
All right, Aaron, I have bad news for you, my son.
Okay.
So you actually throw the javelin very well. It hits dead set right as the lightning strikes, right as the bolt hits. Unfortunately, this sends the javelin streaming back toward you.
Oh shit. Can I deflect
And-
this?
It is going to come at you. I want you to
Oh my
roll a
God.
javelin of lightning attack
Oh boy. I get to
against
kill myself.
yourself. And yes, this counts as a missile.
That doesn't hit me. What do we do now?
Okay, good. It doesn't hit you. In that case, you manage to duck out of the way despite being shocked.
Can I
It
catch it?
only works on the damage.
Deflect missiles.
Well, no.
I don't
I just
remember if it.
I just mean since it doesn't even hit me, can I just catch it?
Sleight of hand, sure.
Sleight of hand. I'm gonna need Necro to shut his fucking ugly trap.
I'll put the DC at 16 for the attack. Yeah, there you go. Okay, you managed it. So this javelin comes streaming back toward you, and you just lurched over Jackie Chan style and snatch it out of the air. And you're able to set yourself back up straight. But you all see,
What did I
you all
say?
see
Boss
before
fight.
you Darius seems to just be gone.
Oh well.
The
Win
bolt
some,
struck
lose
right
some.
where he was standing, and he's no longer there. And you all feel this overwhelming pressure. It feels like wind pushing you down. It even stings a bit, but it's so powerful. And in front of your faces,
Motherfucker, if it's a
you
freaking
see
storm
forming
snake.
out of crackling lightning and stormy clouds.
It's the fucking storm snake. I called it.
The Elder Tempest.
Aaron punches his fist
Is it
together and then
close enough
fucking
for us to
runs at it.
actually
He doesn't give a
interact
shit.
with it?
It is close enough, yeah.
He
However,
was, oh, go ahead.
if you all want to do anything, you're free to go ahead and do that. But
I'll,
you hear it speak out in the meantime, and I believe this should be Orin. Yep. You hear an Orin, Aaron. An almost shockingly coherent sentence. A very it seems like this person has quite some presence of mind. You hear this voice speak out in Orin from the Tempest, and it asks you in this booming. It's almost gurgling. It almost sounds like someone's trying to speak through water. And in the background of it, you hear a sort of hiss of wind. This voice asks you, why
fuck
you've
this?
come
Oh.
here to take this mask.
It wants to, I go, and I go and respond, yeah, no clue why we went to the mask. I just came here because I'm following them. What's important about the mask other than it clearly summoned you? Your greatness?
I mean,
No
we
response to
got
that
two of them with
title.
us.
But he seems somewhat.
I'm saying it in primordial.
Yeah, I was
honestly,
gonna say he seems somewhat surprised that you speak Orin.
Honestly, putting on the mask was probably a bad idea. I don't know why he did it. So why are we here? I look back at the others. Why are we here?
And you all can hear this, by the way.
gonna
It's
be
just
honest,
in
I
Orin. You have
completely
no
forgot why
idea
we
what's being
decided to go
said.
to the second part of the ship.
we came.
Yeah, what do I have to roll to figure out? Oh, because there was treasure in here. That was the only reason, wasn't it?
Wasn't
Yep.
it from
One more
you or
time,
something?
Echo?
For loot, wasn't it?
Yep.
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 But as in for the mask, I don't know why they picked it up and worded it.
I'll say back in Orin. Honestly, the ship has been abandoned for centuries, maybe? I don't know how long. We figured we'd put to use what was once here and was once great. As for the mask, coincidence, mostly. And hubris.
And also,
Hubris.
also power. You know, that helps.
The Tempest seems to turn its head toward you, Sora. And it now speaks in the same voice, but in common. Or whatever language you would have said that in. I imagine common.
Does it speak Draconic?
Common.
Yes. If you said it in Draconic, it will reply in Draconic.
Yeah.
Okay, then it replies in Draconic. As a quick I'm not sure if you've come up with anything, but did your character just learn Draconic from books and others who spoke it, or did you have some run-in with any dragon, or how much, do you know the history of Draconic and types of accents? That would be up to you entirely.
I think it's just a cursory knowledge of.
Okay. Yeah. So you
common
can't.
speech to communicate with Dragonborn.
Yeah, you can't glean too much information. But I mean, you can tell that it's obviously a practiced speaker of Draconic, and inquires as to what you might need this power for.
What did it say? I feel like the
And-
conversation is stripped away from me.
And as it says this, you notice that you by now all of you are able to notice that the sort of stormy cloud and vapor that it seems to be made out of is kind of extended and inching out from its tail to form a circle around the back of the group. Not super close, but it's maybe a good 10 or 15 feet out.
Well, we're seeking to control the elementals and bring their wild spirits back into the gems from which they came. I still forget kind of how that works.
Okay, did you say you're trying to control the elementals, or they
Why did you
are?
say that?
I said we.
Don't
Why?
put we. We
Yeah,
doesn't
what do you
include
mean?
me.
Yeah, don't you? He's using the
Here to
royal
help.
we, by the way.
Assist any injured.
I mean, meet our other friends, Shalai and Leviathan.
And I'm sitting here going, I don't understand what he's saying. I feel like the conversation is shifted away from my knowledge. What
It
is he
speaks out this time in common, and lightning crackles all up and down its cloudy body. And it asks, with you almost, I mean, it doesn't really have specific eyes. It's hard to see features on it, but you can tell that there are two spots charged with electricity that seem like eyes, and it almost looks like he squints, and he inquires in common. So you then are the ones who have called them to this plane.
No. We just happen to be the ones who
What's
dealt with
that
them when
going
they were
on?
called to this plane.
Called to.
Cleaning up the mess.
Someone is summoning them, and we just keep happening to be in the wrong place at the right time.
To whom do we call?
I punched Leviathan in the face.
I can tell. I know he's
If we're
here.
talking about the big giant things of energy, technically the Fire Lady came with us willingly.
So did Leviathan after we turned him into a crown. That was out of character, by the way.
Probably talking about Leviathan.
And at this point, the Tempest scans the group and then rests his eyes on Soren again and says, "In common." He'll be speaking in common from now on, unless state otherwise. He says, "It's faint, but I sense not another primordial, but a being of fire. Very faint, very weak. You?"
Yes,
And,
I show him the necklace where Shalai is resting.
Are you just kind of holding it by the chain, or?
I mean, like I'm clutching it. It's still around my neck.
Okay, because the cloudy tail snakes around and begins to reach toward it slowly.
I don't think we should be doing that quite yet. Now, why don't you just let us go? There's no reason to hang out, get violent. We'll just leave you be. We got things to do. You got things to do.
There are those who seek to find me, seek to control me. Unlike the others, my presence has remained here for some time, and until now, aside from my most loyal servant, has remained unknown to all. And about this time, you see the tail is actually forked, and while one end of it is sort of restricted an area around the group, the other physically wraps itself around the fairy and brings it along with Redbird to sort of rest in front of between the party and the Tempest. And Redbird, even though he's all frail and dead looking, he doesn't seem to be at all disturbed by this. He seems to be holding on quite well.
So you've been here quite a long time. Would you like to hear a song? Maybe that'd cheer you up.
A song?
Playing the lute. A sea shanty.
Okay, performance.
Wait, what's happening?
He is singing to the Tempest.
But why?
A song of, like the sea, the power of the ocean, and
I don't know. Did he respond to me going, so you were the one throwing lightning at us?
Oh, I didn't hear you. He says that he only responds that he treated you as he treats all who venture that far.
Huh.
You have talent. Tell me, what do you know of this amulet? And Tail seems to gesture toward Shalah's medallion.
only what she's told me herself.
And is she here?
She's kind of been asleep
She
since
came
she helped
willingly.
us bitch slap Leviathan.
She's helping us.
Asleep.
Yeah, she kind of went turned from about our size to about the size of Leviathan and then threw stuff at him.
I guess she's recovering?
Let's see. Not quite.
Oh shit, did I kill her?
Oh, that's not
She's
good.
doing quite the opposite of recovering, I'm afraid.
Great, you guys managed to almost kill an elemental.
Well, it seems to me not at all proper that, despite your talent and your intentions, that I let you leave with no promise of secrecy.
Do you know how to help her at all recover?
Yes, but I will not give this knowledge freely. I'll ask one condition.
What's that?
I sense that there's some enmity between you and these trespassers. And you all get this feeling now that a Tempest is able to sense a bit more about your emotional states than lets on. And the second fork of the tail lets go of the ferry that Redbird is on and instead points to the pile of charred corpses on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
They came here to find me. Normally, it would seem proper that I simply allow you to join them, but seeing as circumstances are unusual, promise me this. You will reveal, not to them or anyone else, my presence here, my willingness to manifest in this plane. In exchange, I will guide you along the way to restore in some measure of life to this medallion.
Question.
Speak.
Not to be rude, but they definitely know where you are now. If anything, they found you not easily. You clearly killed them. Wouldn't they have higher ups who knew where they were going? Who would still keep coming
This is
here?
on you, Soren.
What?
You make a fair point, but it seems to me these fools search far and wide, even into places where they are blind. Though I
What if
feel a
you were
great
constantly moving.
cloak over you. Are you blind to this?
So what do you say?
He said that he feels a great cloak over you, whatever that means.
I'm sorry. What do you mean by cloak? I mean, they had purple cloaks, yes.
Oh no, I've lingered for centuries in this place. My storms block all, but surrounding your companions and yourself, I sense rather the eyes of someone else. It seems these artifacts you possess make quite the noise. And if any of you are presenting any of your magic items, he gestures toward them with the end of the tail.
Which items?
Anything, I would say anything that would require attunement.
Oh,
yeah.
crap. So my wraps?
So basically, yeah, anything that's more than just a mere bauble or trinket, anything that actually requires attunement.
The javelin doesn't require attunement, right?
My mace required attunement.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it
I
does.
forget. What
Flame
about
tongue
the...
does require attunement if that's what you're going to ask.
Javelin and lightning.
I believe you all have at least one attuned item.
Yep. Yeah, we did have things made for the most part.
Present the mace. That's it.
Do you know what's watching us?
Sure, has something. Oh,
Fools, and the tail simply gestures to the pile of charred bodies again.
So the kingdom's watching us? That's odd. Because weren't these people sent by the kingdom? I ask, looking at you guys, because Aaron wouldn't know that much about it.
That's right, Aaron is not au fait with the entire political situation, I would imagine.
Yeah, no, and even if it was talked about, he probably wouldn't care. It didn't affect him at all. Am I right in assuming that I think Taz said that it was your king who was doing this? Or was on the orders of your king? Something like that?
Who
Okay,
still
no
has the
response.
cloak?
So he seems to be referring to, if you all recall, you interrogated two people that had tailed you in Waterdeep before you left. And they mentioned a particular inquisitor, an inquisition. And he seems to be referring to these same cloaked figures.
So how do we shake them? And how would they be able to track us by items we had made without that knowledge? In Waterford, in Baldur's Gate.
Hmm. I know only this much.
Oh, sorry. Go.
It is a collection of creatures which have your scent.
Can you be a little more descriptive?
Okay.
It is simply as much as I can divine from this location.
DM, does he look like an elemental himself?
Tempest?
I'm assuming so, right?
Yeah. He's made out of storm clouds, crackling electricity. Yeah.
Like, are we supposed to kick this guy's ass? I'm not sure anymore.
I mean, technically, we weren't really asked to catch any of them. They just kept kind of one of them, like, well, not an elemental, but an elemental fell into our lab, and the others, and Leviathan was a fight, and then he was just like, yeah, no, I'll tag along. This wasn't a planned thing. We just kind of lucked into it, or unlucked into it, one of the two.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
dude,
I mean,
can they see us right now with you here?
No, the storm blocks all.
Hypothetically, if you were to come with us, would they be able to see us?
The lightning crackles again, and you have the feeling that if he could laugh, he would have just done so. If I were to ever leave this place, they would very quickly know this, and I see no reason why I would follow you.
Aaron shrugs.
Well, what is it that you want?
I have remained here for centuries. This has been my domain. My plane, the plane from which I hail is... I'm going to pull a last ender here, but the plane from which I hail is in some turmoil, and I have been in this material world for a very long time, hidden from all.
Do you want to go
Radbert
back?
has proven himself to be a loyal servant, even in death, but I wish no more than to remain here. To go back would be difficult, to say the least, and problematic upon arrival.
Well, in that case, I do solemnly swear to keep your secret safe in return for your help healing our elementals.
Answer me then this one question, if you will. What more do you know of these summoners and their intentions?
Well, they
It's kind
don't
of
like
fun when
mages
you
from what
think
I
about
hear.
it.
Ah,
Or unless they want to control all the magic in the world.
it
Isn't it
explains
collecting
I've
them annoying?
seen a great darkening in the north, as if the lights of wizards have gone out.
You're not wrong.
Yep, they're killing everybody up there.
Wizards are kind of fleeing the north to further south, and it seems the kingdom is coming south to wants to keep it down. From what I
Ah,
experienced.
a repetition of the cycle of old when heroes and armies summoned our kind to slay us, yes?
What is he talking about?
Don't know, but
If any of you have proficiency in history, you can roll to try and.
god damn it, you know that's a
Yeah,
stat.
yeah.
That's the dump stat for me all the time. Why
Ah,
would you say
nothing's a
that?
dump stat in my games.
I don't have it either.
I am not proficient in
I
history.
ain't either, but I'll roll it.
I'll say, well, here, just to make that easy then, Soren, you can roll for advantage and then assistance since Aaron is willing to give it a crack. Okay, 20. So, you recall a story, not specifically about this one, and in fact, you have no recollection of anything like this creature ever really being documented, not in anything you've seen. But for example, Leviathan, something vaguely reminiscent of what Shalai told you about the primordial Lord of Fire, and a couple others. You recall some legends and stories of how most people don't believe it, but how in times past, hundreds or thousands of years ago, there's stories of how great, essentially Herculean heroes would go out of their way just to summon these primordial lords, usually one on one or with a small party of adventurers like yourselves, just to slay them for glory and to spread their tale. Sort of like how one might seek out a dragon to slay it, just to say that
Are
they
you
can
telling me that they were playing
slay a
Pokemon
dragon.
with with
No,
freaking
they weren't capturing them or anything. They were just essentially glory hungry heroes would summon these elementals just to slay them, just to say
So
that I've
like that dick
slain an
who shot the
elemental.
last
Sometimes it
okay.
would be
white
turned
rhino.
into competitions.
I thought
You
you said they were
recall?
battling each other.
No, you recall one story. Do what?
I said like that dick who shot the last
Sorry,
white
Fang, I
rhino.
missed that. Yeah, basically, like you recall one story in specific, Soren, where there was some northern barbarian tribe that think Mongols, and out of character think Mongols. They were sort of gathering to try and establish a unified force, and some sort of icy elemental lord was summoned and slain by a particular hero just as a way to settle the fact that he should be the ruler. So it's been used throughout history a few times, usually again one on one, but it's not at all the same as what you're seeing here with these summonings that seem to be using them almost as a military power.
Well, from what I can tell you, the Leviathan wasn't summoned with any. Oh, I guess I can't say anything.
Yeah, you would know something.
Yeah,
You
I was
could
gonna
give the
say.
example of Leviathan, but Soren would be the only one that recalls those stories to know what he's talking about. Give context.
Yeah, I was gonna say is like from what I can tell, they're clearly not planning to kill them. More control them from what we've seen.
No, yeah, it's definitely more of a weaponized elemental.
So far, we kind of stopped them at 2 turns at this point. Well, no, you guys have stopped them at 1, and then I helped second.
Despicable, if you ask me.
You said despicable, Lawrence?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
The lightning crackles throughout the Tempest body once more, and he says, "Then they no doubt intend the same for myself. This presents a complication."
Which means they will not stop coming after you.
Excellent.
This was not part of our agreement, but I thank you all the same for answering this question. However, it is time that I uphold my end of this bargain. What is your name? And he looks at you, Soren.
Soren.
Soren, you asked about this medallion. Tell you that there is more than one way. I will simply outline to you several and allow you to choose between yourselves. Simplest is to find their master, the one that rules over their plane, and request that he restore to them some life. Can you do this? I know not the presence of, or the present state of the realm of fire.
Oh, well, we know the,
Yeah, but he's sealed up
in the
for a
temple, there
reason.
was like another being that was there. Until it was trapped over there. Right. But
That seems
maybe
like
the
a long
energy
shot.
there, taking her back, would refuel it. Yeah, because didn't we? No, because didn't we like put something?
Yeah,
Like,
but
put
she also
something
blew
in-
the cave up. So he couldn't
Oh,
get back
shit.
in.
Oh,
Reignite the heat. Reignite the flame.
yeah, we gotta reignite the flame. I think that's the only way.
Varashna is his name, is it not?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Professional.
Again, you can't really make out features, but it almost seems like he's projecting a sort of his emotional state out to you all, almost like an aura. And you sense that if he could sneer, he would be doing so right now. In that case, should you find yourself another such elemental of similar power who would be willing to sacrifice some of their strength, you could perhaps, with some difficulty, restore vitality to this lesser manifestation, or simply summon with the proper ritual and ingredients their presence
How
back to this
dangerous
realm.
is that?
Do you know of this ritual?
Yes, it's simple in reality, but this one, and he points at Aaron, brings up the danger of it.
On a
Simply
scale
put,
of fighting them to fighting Leviathan, how dangerous?
no fight, but a hazard, you see. They will not be able to, in this state, control their own powers, and so a ring of fire may be created. Cue Johnny Cash.
Oh god, are we summoning
Yes.
Johnny Cash?
Yes. No, a ring of fire may be created. In fact, it's very likely that it will be.
Aaron looks a little bit visibly disappointed. It's like, it's going to be dangerous. Is there going to be a fight? There's going to be no fight. Well, shit. Why am I here?
Oh, we should definitely try.
I mean, I agree. She has been
I
helpful.
want to say something, but I don't know exactly how to phrase it.
Okay, what are you trying to?
Not really.
He's trying to return to his own plane, correct?
Yeah,
He's not.
He
not,
mentioned
is he?
that. He mentioned that he had fled from his plane, and the way he more or less worded it is that he's pretty sure he can't go back. He definitely doesn't have the means to go back, apparently for whatever reason. And if he went back, it would probably be pretty difficult to make any leeway.
What was the last part? Make any what?
Make any leeway. From what he said, the plane of air is sort of in turmoil, and so it's implied that he was maybe banished or for whatever reason left, and things would be not so friendly upon his return.
Same, boy.
Oh.
Same.
Well, there goes my plan.
I kind of.
I was gonna offer to use the banishment spells to return them
Okay, here's a crazy idea.
in exchange for
Not
the
just
ritual.
Put the necklace in like a volcano and have it eat that fire.
I'm pretty sure that would kill her in her weakened state.
When it damaged the necklace
Also,
storage.
magma is not fire. It's molten rock. There is a difference.
That was an in-character thing. He's generally.
Did you ask that in character, or was that an out of character thing? If you would like to reach your bodies into a volcano, then you're very well welcome to, but I know only of these ways that might work. Do any among you wield the arcane?
Dude, I punch stuff. That's about it.
I know some spell work.
Of what kind? He looks at Soren and Lawrence whenever they answer and asks of what kind.
All my magic involved healing and protection.
Nothing else, then. Nothing at all.
I mean, I can do some things. Some wizard stuff, but mostly I'm, more of a musician.
Do you possess anything that might manipulate the states of planes? Transfer.
I will know a spell.
Say yes or no. I didn't.
I know a spell called banishment.
Perhaps then there is a simpler way.
Would be proposed.
It involves a great risk, but would surely be successful if one could bear it. Simply put, I could, in exchange for your secrecy, assist you in maintaining a sort of ritual. Well, perhaps yourself or one of your companions. I presume the one who bears the medallion would be most fit, would volunteer themselves to enter this plane, and from there restore to her some power that I might give them. For you see, the reason I mentioned their own lord is that in this state they are no doubt in their plane and bleeding themselves of energy, and I have no place there. They would need to manifest or in some way have a connection with one from this plane in order to transfer energy from something like myself.
I mean, she has been traveling with you. I would myself, but I don't know her.
I'll do it.
Radbert has told me of your kind treatment of him, so consider this a thanks. Castor, please prepare yourself. And over the next hour, I'm going to say, this tempest shifts things around and begins to draw circles. And
Yes.
by the end of it, imagine a sort of, you guys know transmutation circles from Full Metal Alchemist. Imagine a giant one around the group.
Oh man,
It's
equivalent
a human
exchange,
transmutation circle.
Soren, you might die. You can't summon a human, man.
Oh, boy.
All right, who's gonna lose the leg? Who's gonna lose the arm? Who's gonna lose the body?
So at the end of it, you all can place yourselves however you wish, but Lawrence, you're in the center, on the edge of the center, whereas Soren, you would be directly in the center. And the Tempest explains to you that, Lawrence, you will cast your spell. In other words, use your slot. No spell card needed for this. He will divert the energy and attempt to force Soren with the help of the spell and the ritual of elemental fire into the plane of fire, where he will carry the energy that forced him in there to hopefully try and find Shalai. And
Question:
Give it
Does
to
the carrying of said elemental power hurt?
It is a burden, yes, if pain is secondary, but should you take too long, you will, in crass terms, fry from the inside
It
out.
hurt.
So it will deal damage essentially. See this? Good luck with that, Soren. Because like I said, Aaron is all about it. He'd help, but he doesn't know Shalai that well. He's the one with resistances, though.
This medallion is going to give him resistance to this.
Oh, okay. Good job. You're not going to die yet.
And I'll definitely cast shield on myself. Just
Okay.
prepare.
So, when all is ready, you guys say the word. Lawrence, you subtract your spell slot, and Soren, you get to go plane hopping.
Fun.
See. 1 minute.
Okay.
Well, that's normal. This is
No,
being
I'm just saying
supercharged by
time limit.
elemental.
1 minute.
Alrighty.
There's a.
He speaks true. You will have very little time. I believe in your tongue, the saying is good luck. And with that, Soren, you feel this horrible stomach sickness come over you as the world fades to black, and it seems like you see stars. And in other words, it's like you're dead center in outer space, and you're looking at nebula all around, and then you feel this building energy and buzzing in your chest and stomach as the fabric around you of the universe seems to rip open and simply shows fire, volcano, and orange skies all around. And clutching the medallion closely, you black out and soon awaken on the floor of what seems to be a cave with... Alright, yeah, I'll mark that down. You get a greater healing potion. A cave of a fire. I mean, quite frankly, there are geysers of flame and magma streaming all around you, and in fact, I'll need an acrobatics check from you as you attempt to lurch to the side for your landing. Okay, you managed to land pretty gracefully despite your sort of stomach, your sickness here, on some cool stone. And I'll need a perception check to see through smoke. Okay, so you have a hard time seeing. Your eyes are watering, and there's a buzzing in your chest. You take
Lightning damage.
ouch. You take 5 lightning damage
Oh,
as it. I think yep.
Yeah,
It seems to be clashing with the plane around him,
I'll
as
take
if it's
that
trying to
greater-
force the lightning out.
I'm gonna take that greater healing potion right now.
Alrighty.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Already.
I could have given him a
Plus eight.
hero's feast before this.
Did you say +8?
Yeah, so you get an extra. You get some extra from that Soren because is this one of your enhanced potions, Lawrence, that you gave him?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's 4 extra, I think.
Yeah. So it's 21.
And what you do manage to make out is what sounds like coming from deeper in this cave, since your eyes are closed at this point for the most part and watering. Shallow breathing. Seems to be coming from the right.
I'll investigate stealthily.
Okay, give me an investigation, actually.
Damn it.
Yeah, you're unable to find much, but you're able to press on down the path. 2 more lightning damage. The breathing does get louder, but you can't seem to find its source for now. The smoke clears slightly, and you're able to look at what it almost looks like an altar and deep in another room. There are several, and upon closer inspection, they seem to be tombs. And again, you can't quite make out, unless you want to make another investigation roll, where this breathing is coming from. Another 4 lightning damage, and you realize that it's coming from the one farthest to the right. But if you go to step toward it, pillars of flame shoot out from the surrounding area. It happens about 1.5 feet from where your foot is whenever you step, so it's not close enough to harm you in any way, but it seems to be sort of acting as a barrier.
Okay. Well, I know that I have a time limit, so I'm gonna just try to rush through.
Okay, I'm gonna ask for this one.
I mean, does it seem like it can be moved magically?
What do you mean? Which part?
I don't know. If I was to cast Shatter, or
It doesn't seem to be protected by any particular magic. No, it looks like there's just a sort of wall of flame around it.
can I mitigate it with
a
prestidigitation? You
flamethrower.
can turn off campfires.
Imagine that. It's being shot from the ground.
Yeah, it's a constant stream. You couldn't do much with prestidigitation.
Okay. How high is it?
It's about it goes a little over your head. I'm going to say it's probably between 6 to 8 feet. Huh? There is a wall nearby if that's what you were going to get at, because it's on the end of the room.
Yeah, I mean, can I get around it?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the surroundings, and this happens in a few seconds because you're trying to rush, but there doesn't seem to be any way around it except for somehow maybe vaulting off the wall to try to get over the flame.
Yeah, I'll Prince of Persia it.
Okay, that'll be let's see. Normally I would just straight athletics for most things, but because this is one maneuver and you're not necessarily climbing, I'll say it's your choice of athletics or acrobatics. You'll need acrobatics to stick the landing anyway.
Yeah, I'll take acrobatics. Yes.
Okay, yeah, very, very good. You managed to vault off the wall and kind of time it just as the pillar of flame is coming back up, and you just narrowly miss the flame and land with both feet on top of the entombed breather. You will have to move it somehow, but there's maybe a 2-foot space between the edge of the tomb or the sarcophagus and the pillars of flame. So there's enough space to stand. You just kind of have to be careful that your ponytail doesn't catch on fire.
Yeah, I'll be careful.
Yeah, I kind of want his ponytail to catch on fire.
So if you try to move it, there's no resistance. Really, it's pretty easy to push open. Another 3 lightning damage. And is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it in there, activate.
Yeah, so you manage to push it open, and you see dark. The usual fire is more of an ember, and seems to be crumbling a bit. You see Shalaya laying there.
Oh shit. So what do I have to do? I have to return the ember or the necklace to.
Yeah, I mean, you have basically lightning crackling all around your body right now. It seems like the plane of fire is trying to force it out, and you with it. Hence the not so great reaction while you're taking damage.
Right. Well, I'll do that quickly then.
Okay, so you place your hand on her forehead, and the lightning suddenly streams out from your arm, and it's not even lightning anymore. It turns into sort of formless, just energy, and flows into her, and the fire begins to return, and you see rushing toward you on 4 legs, but possessing 2 arms, as well as long, almost snake-like bodies with tails, but humanoid upper bodies with very muscular torsos. Some sort of fiery creatures rushing toward you, some with spears, one with a great bow, a bow nearly as tall as you are, and he takes aim at you.
Stop. I come in peace. Returning July to health.
Give me another perception check.
Nope.
Yeah, you can't make anything out as far as details go, and they either don't understand you or don't care as you see him draw back this great arrow and loose it at you. And it streams toward you. That hits, I presume.
Yeah, because if I use shield, it would be 21. So
Okay. Then longbow is D8, I think.
yeah, it's a D8.
So this arrow kind of pierces your shoulder. And just as the others with the spears go to rush forward, you see Shala's eyes open, and the last of the lightning leaves your body, and the world seems to kind of rip apart around you again, like it did when you first had the spell cast on you, and the familiar feeling of that sickness comes again as you're transported. To you, it seems like it takes a few minutes, but to everyone else, this all happens in less than a minute. Back to your plane, back to the center of the circle, and in your hands is the amulet, the medallion, and it's glowing brightly once more.
I'll check in on her and see how she's doing.
She sounds very tired and weary still, but she finally responds. And her first question is simply what happened and how you managed that.
Our good old buddy Tempest here could tell you that.
It takes a moment to explain the situation, and after that, you all finally see the fork of his tail kind of recede from where it's at, and he no longer blocks your path. And he says, "With that, I believe our business may be concluded."
I was going to
Yeah.
ask what that
Do we-
even
do we
does
still take the
anyway.
mask?
I only know that it possesses an old presence, a presence of this plane, but an old one nonetheless, which is less than pleasant. I saw fit to let it stay where it was, but now that it's been preserved, or now that it's been disturbed, rather, I've seen fit to preserve your companion for the time being until he is transported away from this domain.
Cool. There wouldn't happen to be anything else in that ship.
Nothing,
Would you
nothing
mind if
quite
we
so
look
notable.
around?
It was here far before I was. It just crumbled away, most of it.
Woohoo!
I only ask that you make haste.
Hey, we just went through some weird
Says the
shit.
child.
I'm taking the joy where I can find it in life. And with that, I run to the ship. Door. Whatever, where we are.
Matter.
Okay. It'll just be investigation if you're trying to look around.
I got nothing in investigation.
Yeah, you don't spot anything of note, really. Lawrence, you, on the other hand, you spot a loose part of the wall. Upon closer
I
inspection,
swear to fucking God.
detachable stone tablet.
This is anything on this stone tablet?
It is written in a. Oh, what languages do you know? Let's see.
I swear to God, if it's
Celestial.
a depiction of a horse, I swear to God.
Okay, Celestial, Elvish, Common.
The thing I'm thinking of
reference
is the
to what?
reference to Capione, but
Oh,
Checking your languages real quick. Hence the delay.
the light novels are
legitimately, I only
infinitely
watched
better.
the first
M-
2 or 3
anime
episodes.
fucking cuts up so much shit. I felt angry.
Okay, any of you that speak Celestial can understand
I think he's the only one.
this script. I don't know which one of you all speak Celestial, but
That would be me.
anyone else?
I also speak Celestial.
Okay, you both can read this then. Seems very, very old. Soren, I need a history check from you if you want to look at it. Lawrence, you can give him assistance if you want, since you can also read it. Nobody else can really help him.
Guidance and assistant.
Okay, you need a D4. Whichever one of you would like to roll that anyway. $22. Very, very good. So, you can read the script straight up, but it details some sort of ancient seafaring civilization that reportedly received instruction on shipbuilding from some sort of celestial beings and sank into the sea long ago. Soren, you actually have a bit of an idea of what this might be talking about. You've seen a couple books in your time, and you think this possibly might be referring to a civilization that was known to actually fuse magic into their basic everyday technology. Now, these were sort of known as, I'm trying to think what way to phrase this. They were sort of these engineer clerics. They had sort of built their belief system, their worship around this technology. Their cities were often built upon, think kind of like the fantasy equivalent of an oil rig, if you will. Big pillars jutting out from the seafloor. But it's written in a couple of stories that they actually were able to rise out of the water and float, much like tales that you might hear nowadays of wizards upon floating islands. It's not known what caused it, but from what you can tell, if these both happen to be the same civilization, or at least what you know of the civilization that you think it might be referring to, some great being took issue with the fact that they had mastered the sea and the air and caused a great calamity that buried all beneath storms and beneath waves and great disturbances, and wiped out the majority of the existence of these people and their history from the whole entire plane of existence. and you're not exactly a historian, but you know that it makes absolutely no sense that any old shipbuilder might just decide to make essentially a forgery in such a strange language. And so you get the feeling that this is very, very old, coupled with what Tempest said, and this must be some level of genuine.
It's really crazy, but it seems real. And I explained everything that you just did, so I don't want to repeat it. It was a lot.
Okay, and you don't really find anything else looking around that seems to be of note except for this tablet. So you guys can do with that what you will. If you want to try and find out more about it, or if you want to keep it as a collection piece, or if you want to go to auction, if you want to go to an episode of Pawn Stars and try to sell it off, you imagine something like this could fetch a pretty penny, pretty copper at with the right collector. And Aaron, you messaged about this. What do you speak this in common or?
Primordial.
Okay. He responds in Primordial, or in Orin specifically, that his solitude is irreversible in some ways, and he tries not to consider it a blessing or a curse. He simply knows this is the only way that he can continue to exist. So
I'll ask him his name. You'll have a name.
once long ago forgotten even to me, now I'm simply a tempest.
Hmm. Aaron gives a bow and just waits for the rest, and stays silent, waiting for the rest of the people to finish up.
Okay, anything else then you guys would like to do around here?
Considering the bullshit that was on the last boat, can I look
I
for
don't
like
believe
secret
so.
other anything? Honestly, because that 10's pissing me off.
Lawrence didn't find anything extra with the 17, but you can certainly try.
I'm gonna be so.
So what shall we call this tablet?
You can just call it Ancient Stone Tablet. That works. And you don't really spot anything more Fang other than a frog leaping in and out of the ship.
I guess while we're here, I'll
It's
show
not your
the
frog.
trident to freaking Tempest. Like, so this guy
Just
apparently
a
knows
normal one.
Leviathan. Does he know you? Do you know him? I don't want to. I already did when I got the knife.
If you summon him,
Oh, yeah,
I swear to Christ
you
Almighty.
never told me where the next one was.
Trident?
It depends. Does Tempest need me to summon him?
Sorry, did you say you did or did not
what the
summon
hell
him?
I'm talking about? All right.
He asks you, he
Well,
tells you he knows little of mortal weaponry if you just present the trident.
fuck it. Summoning him. Because this guy pisses me off and you need to give me a next goalpost.
All right, you get your frog out, and Tempest goes silent
Can we
for some
insight the
time, and
goddamn
his demeanor shifts a
elemental?
bit. No.
Yeah,
If
can
you
we
all
insight the
want to
elemental?
try and
He just
insight, you
got a
can go
nat
right
20.
ahead.
No one needs to bother.
All right.
If any of you are trying to assist or
Boom.
guidance each other, mention it
Nat
Boom.
beforehand.
26,
Stick.
natural 20.
They may or may not need to bother.
Nope.
I'll do it for shits and giggles.
26. Okay. Let me see something here.
Rolls natural 20 as well.
Oh, are you guidancing him at all, Lawrence?
I think
No,
he
I
got
did
it himself.
Okay. Look at his sheet.
Are you shitting me?
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, secret knowledge!
You guys are not supposed to get a 26 on insight. Okay.
I love how it sounded like he didn't even pay attention. He's like, not 20, you may or may not. 26, what?
So I think a 26 beats an 8. He is obviously making it a point to kind of shrink his presence a bit
frog, and why do both elemental primordials
avert
know him?
his gaze.
Tempest is Tempest is shrugging his gaze from it. He's
like
what you just said?
away from you all.
Okay, seriously.
There it is.
Wait.
I mean,
so who's shrugging from who?
Tempest is not looking at you guys anymore.
I'm gonna.
He just says no and then turns with a kind of disinterested look.
Is he lying though?
I mean, you don't know. That's what you can gather with insight.
What did I gather from insight? I didn't hear you.
You gather that it seems like he's making his presence shrink back, and he's trying not to face you all, and he's trying to kind of retreat from the situation and the conversation.
I feel like you. I say primarily. I feel like you're not telling the truth. You know this thing.
Feelings
it's annoying,
are
isn't it?
Hardly trustworthy.
Okay, I know you're not telling the truth. What is this thing other than annoying as all hell?
I have kept my bargain to you. I keep all bargains. I keep all words. Perhaps things will be revealed in time.
Is he that powerful?
Large or small, when I give my word,
now I'm actually
I keep my word, and I will say no more on this subject.
I just kind of look incredulous. I'm going to insight that. Dang it, that's only an 18. Why don't I have advantage? It's supposed to be another nat 20.
Give him assistance on that.
I tilt my head at him and stare at him. Then he Japanese thing where it's like, gee.
He faces you again. He seems pretty genuine when he's mentioning the whole. He doesn't seem, fearful or anything. He seems to have all his presence still. It's just that he seems pretty straightforward when he tells you that he is going to keep his word and refuses to say any more on the subject.
This is confusing.
You keep your word, but you made no word not to talk to us about us. So,
humans, mortals, all know very little. You presume very much.
It's becoming more and more apparent that
this
is the
truly
case.
is Excalibur.
Well, I fucking summoned the frog. I guess I'll ask him what the next piece of equipment is, if he knows. I can't just kick him into the lake.
First off, I'm not human. Did he say human or did he say mortals?
He corrected the mortals.
Okay. Of course, we're presumptuous. It's how we learn.
Hey, Ocean Master, do you know this guy?
Well, you will learn no more from me. Be gone from this place before the storm returns.
Oh, shit!
For the first time, the Ocean Master is silent.
Hey, we're asking you questions. What are you
And
doing?
he answers your earlier question instead, and he says, "Oh, my champion, you're very eager. Yes, it is west, on an island. That is where we shall find the next step to obtaining my power."
Wait. Hold on. That tablet said something about the goddamn, about something that got pissed off about people controlling both the land and the sea, or the wind and the sea, right?
Should we do insight to see what kind of
Party
relationship,
advantage.
what kind of relationship they had?
Let's help him.
Over squirrel.
Oh, presumably you won't roll well 3 times
I
in
am
a row,
assisting
so
if
go
possible.
ahead, do what you want.
Lawrence, the guidance.
Nah. At best, that's a 17. My luck ran out. What's the next one?
Let's see.
He's guiding himself. He doesn't want to. He's not going to help me.
41?
When does Lawrence
Oh.
help me? When does Necro help me?
Thank you, guidance. Thanks. It's great.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Wow.
They are
They're acting
not
like
speaking to
this.
each other. They are not facing each other. They are pretending each other not there.
You don't. Are you? Wait. Are you like brothers or do you the same person?
West we sail. Teach
The
me
one
one
time
of
we
your
don't want him to
teachings.
shut up.
Don't ignore me. I literally just asked you a question. You two clear. Okay. No. We're not doing anything else until you
Wait,
tell us what
what?
the hell this is.
Oh, in that case, I shall
I find it
contact
very
my
hard to
other
believe you
champion.
have another champion.
Okay.
Considering I'm probably the first person to ever find 2 of your
Oh, I have
kids.
many. I have a whole
3.
party here. Surely I must have some elsewhere.
Well, there's the mask, the trident, and now the knife.
Ah, what is the third?
3.
Oh, right. Look a bit closer at the trident.
Did you tell Aaron about the stupid tablet?
Yeah, I told everyone.
Hey, so that tablet, you guys said that tablet said something about controlling land and the air and sea or whatever, and someone didn't like that and split it up or some shit like that. Well, that's the Tempest, and this guy calls himself Ocean Master.
Ah, very clever. Yes, it is true. At once,
I don't want to hear that from you.
Okay. In truth, I
I'm looking
did
at the
not destroy
trident
any
'cause I assume he's
civilization.
trying
In
to
fact, I
distract
have
me,
no
but I wanted to see if
recollection
he
of
actually
that.
Gave
So.
me something to gave me
Sorry.
a bone. Gotcha.
Yeah, he starts hopping away, boss, toward the west, back down where the ferry came from.
I just kind of have this look on my face. Like,
Oh, yeah, where's the captain?
I need to
anyway?
talk to Leviathan. Someone's going to tell me something. He does not like being ignored.
Gotcha.
Nowhere to be
Apparently, he's not
found.
going to show back up. Apparently,
Ocean
Timber
Master,
said he's
it's
not going
time
to
for
show back
your
up until
customary
after we
send-off.
leave.
No.
And before he finishes,
Bother
sentence, I
not to call
cut
me
him
back
into the
this time.
bog. That
It
is
is
his
apparent to me
send-off.
that I am no
That has
longer
been-
wanted
that is
here. I shall
tradition. Don't
All
you
right, so the last thing he
fucking
says
dare
is,
tell me
I shall
he's actually
contact
gonna
the
drop
valiant
freaking
sir,
knowledge.
and then you kick him away.
So what?
Oh, maybe he was, but you just punted him away.
Well, we should leave.
Yes, you should, the Tempest says.
I guess we make our way back to the. Actually, no. He has to freaking put the boat back in the water so he can ferry us to dry land.
Yep.
He's like, we in the boat. We're like, one more thing. He's like, oh, what? Oh.
Yeah, he sets Radbird and the ferry back down in the water.
I guess we're going back to the ship.
And we're rolling.
I mean,
Rolling.
there's no other. To be fair, everything on that boat
So what you
was
doing?
a bonus. We came here for a knife.
Yeah, I'm just asking if you were doing anything else on the way, anything like that. I don't know if you're playing with your artifacts or something.
Yeah, Aaron's just like kind of looking over the now probably like slightly charged javelin of lightning.
Okay.
I assume taking on he's being uncharacteristically quiet. I would assume just going against the Tempest, the lightning took a little bit of damage from it.
Yeah, I'm going to consider this a short rest as you all row your way out. It takes a while, so.
No, I'm good now.
You need help with that?
All right. Anything else on that short rest or? Rip.
But
Oh, so I get
for
2 extra or 1 extra d6.
Yeah. I think Lawrence also has a thing that he uses sometimes, but.
Yeah, but apparently nobody wants my help no more.
Poor Lawrence.
I'm injured, but
Hey, I had a lot of
Aaron's
kind of
zoned
Yeah,
out.
go buy your potions. Yeah, do your.
Don't let him.
How in the hell?
Go buy your potions, as the enhanced versions of them are right here, he says.
It's paying us back.
Oh my
for
God.
Natural 20s earlier.
Wow.
3-1.
Yep. The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
I don't think I've heard.
Friendship
you ever
ended with
assault
dice. Lawrence is my
about
new best friend.
26.
He
You know,
can't.
got a 26, then got an 18, and then when I failed, freaking Lawrence was like, I got 21. He's like,
That's
okay, yeah,
because
20, fine.
That's because he mathematically can't beat a 26. So I didn't even need to roll.
So confusing.
So clearly they know each other. I don't know how they know each other. I'm on one
I
capacity.
don't know that.
Like all
All
of a
right.
sudden he's like, I keep my bargains. What bargain, man?
Moving on. Do you all? Is that done, Soren? Are you have any more hit dice?
I have more, but I don't know if I should use them.
Yeah, I think we should just kind of get out of the domain. We know where it is. Just
Like
stop it every
literally,
time.
you could get the entire. You could get 9. All I need to roll is over a 15.
Lawrence is finally starting to use it as a bargaining chip.
Oh man, I really want this +3 shield.
All you
If
gotta
only
do is
someone
say the
needed
word.
healing.
You shouldn't
I'm
be.
still
Everyone
curious
took
why
damage.
it's still at full HP.
No, he made the save. It took half
They took
for
half.
none. Oh,
I think I forgot to mention that, but yeah, it was the same. In case you all didn't realize, it was the same thing that was happening when you were fighting the Shambling Mound. So, same save and all.
I'm so angry because I wanted to know what would have happened had I fucked that with the freaking javelin of lightning. Stopped it. So angry that someone was like, "Oh, no one, no one."
You would have probably gotten eaten by
I'm
Tempest.
gonna
So.
be honest. When you gave us that pause before we started talking, I was
Hey
considering.
man, you say that, but I was about to start
just
swinging
going
it
in.
at first.
I know you would ask.
Yeah, like I was, like knuckles were about to get dusted.
All right, Soren, you gonna chance it then?
Yeah, I'm enough.
Alrighty. In that case, within around an hour, you all managed to row your way back out. And when you get there, Darius is aboard the ship, but silent, and the mask, it's kind of grotesque. It almost seems like it's grafted into his face.
I gotta pull at it.
It feels like you're pulling at his face. I mean,
Oh, that's disgusting.
and he is being taken care of by some of the crew, but for now,
Yeah, did the
his
ghost
first
captain and
mate
crew
is
show up?
taking command of the ship. Yeah, they're there. They are not aboard the ship, however. They kind of followed you out.
Aaron starts taking some aggression out on one of the metal.
No, the ghost
the
joined
metal.
his
So
crew at Navy.
they're showing us off, not joining us.
Well, to be fair, he's trying to become a pirate king. He just got a freaking ghost ship.
You say that now. Well, about that, they are not following you on a ghost ship. They are following you on a ghost rowboat.
No.
Oh boy.
I thought they were loyal to the Tempest.
No,
they were
they're
just there. Stop.
Redbird is loyal to Tempest. Speaking of which, he wishes you all well and good luck on your journey as you part.
Yeah. When we got back on the boat and started moving, Aaron would immediately start working some clear frustration out on the metal of the mask, just like bashing it over and over again.
Okay, and the first mate asks where the plotted course is.
Do we have any pressing
Helmand
matters?
is his name.
I have an old man I need to see about getting strong.
But my thing's apparently.
Did you want to go get your other
island to the
artifact?
west, but if I think we came here because we were gonna hit 2 with 1 stone. Isn't his like monk place nearby? How far east on land?
Yeah, it's out east on land. It's I'll pull up the map. I can find it.
Yeah.
Token of passage to a
Jesus
monastery
fucking
located
Christ,
in the
dude!
star
That's
mount.
not near.
All right, you guys see the map? Right there.
Dude, I thought you said it was on the way.
No. I meant
That is like
it is
months
up
of
around that
walking.
area. It is not in the way.
Well, I
Hell
guess
to
I'm
the
not going there
no.
ever.
Even if we went back to freaking...
Yeah, I guess I'm not going there anytime soon.
Where the hell did you leave my horses?
Can we take
No.
the
Alright.
river?
Well, we had Ratman to look after them.
They're dead. They're gone.
That is months.
think they're still in
That is
Baldur's Gate,
months
right?
on carriage back.
Yeah.
Unless that's the river you're
There's a
showing us.
river.
So going
That
down
is
to
the river that you
Daggerfall,
just
going
marked.
up that road.
Can we go up it?
Shut up. What? Hold on. Is there an actual
Daggerfall, Daggerfall is an old
legend?
game.
What's the word for the measurement
Um,
thing on a map?
Yeah, it's legend. Not for this one, no. I can find it though. Hang on. I have another map open for this.
Again, that's a river. I doubt this big giant ship can go in a river.
You know, boats could go through rivers. Just depends what kind of boats we're taking.
Yeah. I mean, it would be a lot faster to
It
go
goes
go
through
with the
2
river.
towns.
I mean, it would be technically upriver in some ways, but I mean, it would still.
Again,
Yeah,
this
it would
ship is
be
huge.
still quite a distance, but it'd probably be faster.
We have smaller ships?
Oh yeah, that ship's not going up that river.
We always take smaller ships.
You're gonna take a rowboat upstream.
We have a
I
rowboat.
don't know, the pirate. Talking about the Pirate King has ships, probably.
He doesn't particularly have one, but presumably you would have to find someone probably set up on the towns along the river who wouldn't have both the actual equipment, the boat that would be able to
So,
do it, and find a way to wind around the river so that you could sail
mileage to
upriver.
feet on
So
a
it'd
map?
probably involve rental.
This is actually important because this is a trip.
Okay, let me look at this one again.
Keep on my count.
It's a
Yeah, I
few
thought it was
hundred
talk-
miles.
See, I thought he was talking about the freaking unstoppable monk in Waterdeep.
Few hundred miles
I have no idea about that, so
in an era without cars.
it's a few hundred miles to answer your question, Fang.
Yeah, even going by boat, going upstream. Sorry, I'm trying to calculate time.
Yeah, I got it. We're not going. Let's move on.
Yeah, I'm not that guy.
By drawing dots. Oh, that's Lawrence. Never mind.
Out of curiosity, are there any islands immediately to the west of us? Or is that like way farther out?
There are, I mean, not immediately to the west, but there are a huge amount of islands to the west of you along the Sword Coast. The closest one to you all
What
is
about this place?
a collection of islands called the Whale Bones. It's slightly
That
southwest.
seems closer.
Oh, Mintar. Yeah, it's closer. But it's
Gotcha.
actually sort of.
Okay, out of character.
It almost
what sort
connects
of
with the
things
Whale
that we
Bones.
have a list to do?
They're kind of like a hang off. I did update the leads handout. Right now, other than heading to either the Star Mounts or that island, you all took this voyage partially, from what I recall anyway, because most of what you had done was sending people out to try and get
we're
information,
in
and you were
filler
waiting to
country.
hear back on that. Soren, you in particular, are waiting to get a message back.
Right.
Well, you're in time skip country because you needed some time to head back, or before you head back and check in with people. So I'll tell you now that it's going to be pretty equivalent if you either want to go to that monastery or go out west to try and find that island in terms of time and distance. Otherwise, it'll just scale back down, or sail back down rather. In the same time frame we've been using.
Yeah, I guess up to a vote.
Man, we already know what Fang and what I want to do. It's up to the rest of the party.
I mean, I would like to get that information back, and I can get it anywhere. Do I have to go back to?
Aren't multiple of our
Um,
messages
Be-
gained
Baldur's Gate.
communicated
Let
via
me roll
wizard
something
to let us
actually
know
for
that
that.
they're
You
here?
reminded me. From wizard to wizard, yeah, but I would say you guys would be able to receive it once you got to, around here. Once you sailed out. Right
So
now,
what
you're still
telling me is
technically
our
in the
quests
marsh.
are queued up, ready to go.
And the Tempest Storm is kind of blocking out magic, and divination, and things like that.
So
You're in
what
like
you're
an
hinting at is
anti-magic field
we
right
have
now.
quests queued up.
So if you
and we
exit it,
can
you could probably get
answer.
communication. You know how there's always
Yep.
that point in the game where you're like, all right, I'm just turning this quest and I'm gonna go grab something to eat, and then it queues up like 45 minutes of main story quest cutscenes. You're at that point, yeah. It's when you walk through that door, you're gonna. Because, like I said, there's basically Tempest is basically producing an anti-magic field right now in this marsh, and as soon as you guys leave that, then if he was telling the truth about
Actually,
the
that's
whole
a-
cloak
that's
thing,
a
then
good-
people are
that's
going
a
to be
good thing.
knowing your
Does
location,
is there
and you'll
any
also be
way
able to
to
receive
check
any
us
messages
for
that Bellum would
anything
be able
that
to give
people
you.
out of game, I know about scrying, but is there anything to check us specifically, our items, for anything? Like if we've been bugged?
Yeah, I would say it'll just be. It would start with.
Who's got the investigation and the magic?
It would be an investigation followed by an arcana.
That's me.
Helping each other.
I only got +4 in investigation.
And I'm just going to assume that these are with advantage because presumably the party is attempting. And did you say anything about guidance, Lawrence?
Yes, I'll give them guidance.
Okay, two d4s then on those, Soren.
Not bad.
Okay, 18 to investigation, 16 to arcana. Okay, yeah. So you can't really do anything about it, but you all clearly know it's in character knowledge now. You all clearly know that your items that require attunement and essentially any magical item that is not just a little trinket, like the stuff like the dark vision shades, some things like that. They are producing enough of a magical effect that you're not sure how, because you've never never encountered this sort of divination, if that's even what it is, before.
Magic radar or
But
some bullshit.
something, it seems to be able to sort of spot it, if you will. That's about the closest conclusion that you can come to right now with the present information.
We don't know what they're doing with the wizards they captured.
Who the hell do they have working for them, Bulma? Dude, clearly they have Bulma working for them.
It's
We
possible
can't.
they're the ones summoning
Is anyone else mad that Tempest didn't
the
join the party?
elementals.
Aaron is livid.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care. Like, I'm fine, but
Oh, yeah, we
Aaron
should
is
probably,
livid. Here's the reason
identify
he
that
is literally
mask.
trying to destroy the mask right now.
Look, man, if y'all wanted to try to talk him into it more, but he.
Huh?
Oh,
What'd
that
you say,
mask
Kendrick?
is not. Oh, I said, if you all wanted to try to talk him into it more, then you can. But he is not the sort of guy to want to venture out of his domain. There, he is what you call a homebody.
That is saying something.
Yeah, he is basically a primordial neat.
I mean, I would have just kept driving the point home that regardless of the fact that he has an anti-magic field, they know where to look. They're going to keep coming. And strong as he is, man, might as well, if they already can track us and they already have a good idea where he is, might as well just come, make it very clear that, hey, this is not where you want what you want to fuck with.
That involving the stone tablet.
Okay, who's gonna?
Not particularly. No, it's just the knowledge it possesses for now. You don't identify any magic on it.
Oh, I thought that was a different mask.
I mean, it's on Darius's face. It's like grafting itself to his skin, and he's unconscious. No. You have your stone mask, of course, and then the mask that he picked up and put on is like grafted into his face. Yep. And Aaron, in response to that, he asks what you suggest then. The Tempest is kind of retroactive.
You've already said that when you leave, they know where you are. They know where you. Quite frankly, they have a very good idea of where you are now. The only difference is, do you stay in here and wait for them to come to you, or actively destroy them so they can't come, keep bothering you at home? Because either way, we're clearly going to have to face off with these guys. For some reason,
they like to hang out with us afterwards.
Beings like yourself, and we keep running into it. I don't think they have a choice, really.
He explains that, and you can tell that it's more or less genuine. He explains that this has caused him to think upon some matters, and he'll take it into account and perhaps speak with you again soon. And what are you wearing on your hands, Aaron?
His
Sorry, you cut out. Yeah, I can't hear you right now. If you're, oh, there we go. He's gonna reconnect probably.
the wraps and the gauntlets.
And
The gauntlets
still
he had
muted.
from before and the wraps.
Okay, so any part, I guess, what is his general outfit? Is any exposed skin from, we'll say, like waist to his torso, like waist to neck?
Probably neck. It's probably the only thing exposed.
Okay, then Tempest requests that he put a simple sigil on the back of your neck, which he can mask. Should he
Aaron,
need to communicate.
Aaron agrees.
Okay, and you
I
get
have no
a
reason to say no.
it almost looks like a feather symbol sort of etched into your neck magically, and then it disappears as soon as it's there.
Da, 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 da.
This does not feel like a win for Aaron for a simple reason that no, like he is clearly unhappy about something.
And you guys are back on the ship now. Again, Hellman asks where you plan to head, as he knows that Darius would likely defer to you all if he were not indisposed right now.
Back to, I guess, the
No, he
Well,
suggests that they try and find him some help
Get that
soon.
mask off his face, right? Yeah, we know Baldur's Gate has all the wizards, right?
Either that or if it's magical, I'd say Baldur's Gate. Is Baldur's
Oh,
Gate?
right, we
Well, we know
can't go
Baldur's
to
Gate's still under
Waterdeep.
siege.
Yeah, Waterdeep is the one that's blockaded navally, if that's what you're meaning. Yeah,
Right,
not by
forgot about
water.
the
I mean, you
mask.
could, but you would need
Actively
to
avoided
deceive
going
or slip
around.
through somehow.
Wow.
Yeah, you all sailed around
What do you say,
Mintarn
guys? Should we head back to
to get there
Baldur's
where you're
Gate?
at.
Okay, dude. What the hell? You were talking normal 5 seconds ago. Why is it so quiet now?
Yeah, why not? That makes sense.
Nothing pressing up.
Sounds
Because
the
he's
same to
tired.
me. Alrighty, so is anybody not okay with that then, or are you all heading back to Baldur's Gate?
No, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. A couple of things are gonna happen. Number one, as Hellman goes to go out of the take the ship out of the marsh, it almost seems like there's a spark around the ship. And immediately, we'll start with you, Fang. All the partiers. Here's a general message saying that it would be good to return sometime soon, but you specifically, Fang, are told that the divination wizard has news for you in Baldur's Gate. And Soren, you receive a message that no one else hears. And it, in fact, manifests as a sort of only visible to your eyes vision in your mind, I suppose. And it seems to be a sort of overlay of the map of the Sword Coast with a point, if you can see it, right around here, You see the ping.
Can you do it again?
Just above Boulder's Gate.
Yep.
Yep. And with a simple text under it that says meeting. And after a few moments, it fades from your vision.
Lads, I need to make a pit stop before we get to Baldur's Gate.
And then, as you go to sail, Captain Daniel sort of
Didn't he have a freaking
lagging
ship
behind
in a bottle, or an actual
with his
ship?
little
in
ghostly
his
crew. You
hands?
notice that's only a few ghosts. Oh no! Now, if you recall, it's mentioned that there was a mutiny going on.
Oh, god dang it. We have to go back and solve the mutiny.
So,
thought we
hang
solved
on,
that.
ignore the sewer. Hang on.
God damn it.
Now, if you recall, there was a mutiny going on. Negatory,
Nope.
son.
No, we did not.
Now,
We might have to go back to solve it.
he explains as you all are leaving that his part of the crew, the loyal ones, are with you, but you soon realize as the storm
Oh,
shifts
they're coming
in
after
color and the
us.
tides rise that the other half of his crew is much larger,
Are we getting into naval combat
as
here?
a tattered and ghostly ship begins to approach yours.
Good. I need
Son
to
of
hit
a
something
bitch.
real.
You are about to be rammed and boarded.
Only a token.
Aaron
Yeah.
sets his goal. Would Aaron have had time to set his
You would have
little,
had time on the ferry ride. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a
he
short-
sets them to lightning. Like the second he's ready.
Okay.
He's got some shit to work out.
I'm gonna need you all.
I mean, if we just
Anyone
got
that would be top
fog.
deck, to make deck saves. Anyone that would be below deck to make strength saves.
What the fuck?
Hmm?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All right then.
That lag.
Yeah, for whatever reason, my mouse decided it wanted to freak out.
Gotta love it. Fang. You are knocked prone. Lawrence, you are not. Aaron, you managed to just dodge to the side. As Soren, you are knocked prone as a ghostly cannon fire nearly takes your head off, Aaron, but you swiftly dodge, and some of it blasts the ship and
Oh, I
makes
bet
contact
Darius
with a
is
sort of
swearing up a
nasty
storm behind
ectoplasm
his
left behind
mouthpiece.
and rocks the entire ship, all of the decks. Yeah. And Hellman
Stop
swiftly
throwing
maneuvers it
holes in my
around.
ship.
Hellman swiftly maneuvers this ship around. He's honestly not bad. He's pretty comparable to Darius in terms of navigational skill. And he returns fire, and you see a collection of what seem to be drowned men blown apart, and nasty sprays of brine and more ectoplasm, and
Water.
it tears a hole in the already damaged ship, but it doesn't seem to be floating on actual physical water, right, in motion. It seems to be just sort of pushed forward by some necromantic energy.
Who did you piss off?
I just looked at the
Stay
ghost
around
captain,
like this.
and you're like, "What did you do?"
I'm your crew. That, me lads, is me ship.
We did ask these questions. He answered them. Last
Why
time.
did they have your ship? What did you do? Why did they mutiny? We probably should have asked these questions before. I didn't pay attention to you.
Okay.
Well, you'll have to do your asking later, I guess.
Okay,
It seems to me.
I have a question.
Yep, it's punching time.
At the rate it's coming to
Aye,
charge us,
punching
could I
time.
dive into the water and seize
And about
the board?
then. Go ahead. Okay.
I have mariner's armor. Wait, what'd you say?
How athletic are you? You hexed the ship. How athletic are you? Hang on, I gotta look at this. He just hexed the ship. Okay.
Who
What
hexed
what are
what?
you what attribute are you choosing?
Strength.
Strength. Okay. Okay.
Technically,
He
it's got
just hexed
stats.
the ship. That's the sound Kenji makes when he can't believe someone did something.
Well, congratulations. Because of that hex, the ship's roll, the ghost ship's roll went from a 21 to an 11. And because of that,
All right.
so Fang, depending on what is your athletics, you'll have to give me a roll in order to do this.
I would like to. That's pretty good, actually. Yes,
You can rage
I'm
beforehand
going to
if you want.
frenzy rage. I'll just roll it once more, so I don't have to do the toggle. So that's a 16.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you managed to get out of the way of the ship without getting run over, only because just as the mast seems like, not the mast, but just as the helm of the ship seems like it's about to make contact with your all, you see Soren do some sort of Soren. What is your flavor for this hex?
I think I just say fuck you, ghost ship.
And about that time, some ghostly force that doesn't come from the ship seems to suddenly swerve it to the side, and rather than making hard contact and spearing a hole in your galleon, it instead just kind of bumps against it in the corner, and it rocks you all, but keeps you from being knocked over. And I'll need another athletics from you, Fang, if you're trying to swim around. But
Doesn't he have that armor?
So it's 40.
That allows him to swim?
That's right, you're right. Okay, in that case, ignore that athletics. You have a swimming speed equal to your walking speed. It would have been in athletics for the first one. You were trying to do something extraordinary to get out of the way. You're essentially trying to super dash. But for now, good call there.
Where did you get 45 from?
You don't have to make athletics to swim around. You have you're barbarian, right? So 45 feet swimming speed.
Yeah, it's
40,
plus
okay.
5 at. It's plus
So you have a 40-foot swimming speed.
So
because it should have gone up.
From my 30.
You level. What level barbarian are you? Yeah.
Don't you have to hit the ship first for that to happen?
He's hitting the ship with hex.
He's eating one of those berries. That's what he says he's doing. But again, so not only do you avert the ramming, but actually Hellman swings the ship around and attempts to do the same to it, and the ghostly ship outmaneuvers him, but that ghostly force, that hex, wobbles it around again and turns it so that it's still, and you essentially T-bone the ship and nearly break the thing up as slam hard and knock a lot of the top deck crew off and into the water. And one lands next to you, Fang, and you see that this nasty barnacle covered guy can't even seem to swim. It just slumps to the
Okay,
bottom of
then.
the ocean like a rock. Yeah, upon closer inspection, it looks like half of his head is just covered in these barnacles that are kind of growing out of him. It's very grotesque.
Does it look like the boat can sink, or is it like just?
I was trying to get on.
It's just
boat.
ghostly.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Fang, what exactly are you trying to do in the water? I'm going to ask because. Okay, yeah, there are boarding ropes. You're close to one because you're on the end of the ship as it turns around.
I wait till like a bunch of them get on and try to start crossing and get like halfway and they just knock it into the water.
I teleport on the ship.
All right, so Soren, you teleport onto the ship with your Relentless X, and you appear on the end, kind of the, not sure the exact term, but that sort of railing at the edge of the ship on the top deck. You appear on top of there, and a couple of the crew on your side seem inspired by your teleportation and start to begin a counterboarding. Aaron, on your end, you see a couple of these undead, barnacle covered, I guess you could say, pirates swing across toward you.
Is there any friendly
They're swinging across towards me?
They're swinging on ropes, yeah.
Cool. I wait till I like line one up, so when he's swinging, I fucking Sparta kick him.
Okay, athletics. I'll get to you in a second, Lawrence. Hang on.
I will rage kick him. I'll just. That's a 13 out of the way it goes. I fucked up. Fucking rolled a 5.
Okay, so you got 2 13s and he got a 13.
Just tangled the. Go down. No.
Now, normally
down,
defender
no.
wins, but the fact that 3 13s has got rolled, you go to kick him and he just grabs onto your leg and hangs there. One hand on the rope, one hand on your leg.
Get off me.
It'll be another contested check of grapple and escape, I guess.
I said off.
He's hanging on. Oh, you're raging?
Yeah, I'm raging.
Yeah, you kick him off and he sinks in the water below. Lawrence, what are you asking?
Is there any friendly undeads near 30 feet around me?
Yeah, the Captain Daniels is there. I mean, it's bigger than 30 feet though. The deck. Are you planning on doing something?
I was planning to do turn undead.
Yeah, most of them are on their ship because your guys are starting to board now and fight a lot of them off. But but you can tell Captain Daniels to stay 30 feet away if you would like. If that's what you're getting at.
Is it just him?
Yeah, it's just him.
Yeah, I'll let him know. And then when I get halfway to the boarding the ship, I'll cast it.
All right. Give me an athletics, Fang, with advantage. Yep, you managed to climb that rope, no problem. Now, Lawrence, you said you are going to cross?
Yeah.
Aaron, are you doing anything? Then are you going across? I'm about to bring up a battle map.
Yeah, he's how tall is this ship? Like the mast?
It's about the same size as your ship. So
cool. So I'm gonna
go ahead.
Gonna swing. I'm gonna just try to. How do I phrase this? Take the rope, but like choke up on it so much that I'm like, instead of going like low, I'm just like 20 feet in the air and come flying down to somebody.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna give me a second to set this up.
He's coming for the most dynamic of entries.
The grid's going to be slightly misaligned, but it should work well enough.
Fucking does that full on Spider-Man thing where in midair he just kind of stomps moving forward and starts flipping backwards, starts falling. Full on Marvel Spider-Man.
Alrighty. You guys see this?
Yes.
Now, Fang, you are going to be able to get yourself on this side, if you would like, because you're boarding from the end here. So you can place yourself wherever you wish on the other side. The rest of you, this is obviously this second hit here is showing the below deck. So the rest of you are going to be coming from this side. So place yourselves anywhere you wish that you would be on your right side, and you will get a surprise round. Go ahead and roll your initiative, though, after you place your tokens and select them.
Aaron, you're on Betty. You gotta move your token.
What?
You're on a person.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Just place yourself one tile away for the sake of it. And we'll,
Me.
and we'll get Captain Daniels over here. Okay, everybody on there? Yep, looks like it. So go ahead and take your surprise round, and then we'll start at the top of the initiative with Soren.
I will cast Shatter.
Okay, where are you casting it?
It's a 10-foot sphere, so right
Yeah,
in the middle.
I'm currently like 20 feet in the air coming down at him.
Yeah, I'll say that
All
this
these-
is...
all these guys.
Yeah, you're not going to have to worry about hitting him. Also, I think I just closed the turn. Yeah, there we go. So, sorry, where exactly was the point? I need to look at Shatter again. Okay, so you're trying to hit that group then. All right, go ahead. And what level are you casting this?
3rd level, baby.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll your stuff. I'll start making saves. It's con, right?
Jesus Christ, that was bad damage.
Two save and 2 fail. I'll say that the 2 farthest from you on the left save, and these 2 fail.
Great. 11 damage.
Actually, hang on. Okay, no, it wouldn't hit this guy up here, right? So
No, he's good.
I don't remember to Shatter knock anybody down or anything like that. Just damage,
yeah,
right?
If they fail the same.
Okay, yeah. So you managed to hit those fellers.
Oh, if they're made of, what material are they made of?
Stone,
it's if
crystal,
they're-
or metal. Yeah.
Yeah, organic, which I doubt they are.
So then they
You
have
do,
to
however,
connect.
mess up the ship.
Oh yeah, and the ship suffers damage from hex blade. Hex damage.
Alrighty. Anything else?
I don't think you can move hex unless
Yeah,
they
I'll
die.
bonus action switch my hex onto this guy right here.
I don't think
It would have to go to 0.
you can't move them hex. You can't even move hex if they die.
Oh, that's right.
Hex
Oh,
is just
yeah.
one thing.
Yeah, Hexblade's Curse you can move when they hit 0.
And that's only you can only do that if they at a level 6, I think.
No,
Hexblade's
I can-
Curse, you can do it at 1, but they have to die.
Mm,
Oh wait, no. Wait a minute. No, Hex
it's-
you can
it's
move.
at, like-
Hex you can move. You can move
Oh.
Hex, but you have to die. They have to die first.
Yeah, Hexblade's Curse, you don't get that ability like higher level.
Yeah. The actual Hex spell can be moved though.
Oh.
You would have to reduce this ship to 0 points.
All right, well, that'll be my goal. Or I can just recast it, but that'll be
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We'll just follow the turn order. Fang,
Gonna
you
walk over to
can
this guy.
do yours then. You're able to bound up there, so.
Nice. Yeah, when.
And I'll give you advantage because you popped up behind this dude. Though you probably won't need it.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
reckless.
just gonna go normal with my flame greatsword.
Okay, so you're gonna activate it then. Magician's Red. That hits. Yep. Doesn't seem to like your flames at all. It's not exactly blowing him away, but definitely feels better than when you were trying to hit a shambling mound. That's for sure. Yeah. This thing turns to face you and you realize now it's actually dressed in a garb similar to Aaron's. It almost looks like a monk's garb, but its head is upside down. It's sort of sideways.
And I'll hit him again.
Its mouth agape and it looks at you. Okay.
Another +2. Actually, I probably
Another hit.
I deleted the old one because I kept fucking with Great Weapon Master, but I should add it for when I'm not using it. And I called out Frenzied Rage. I get a 3rd attack. It takes a bonus action to go into a Frenzied Rage, but
Yep, you do.
yeah, it takes my bonus. Oh
Unless-
wait, no,
does
I
it take a
activated
bonus
my
action? I don't
flame.
remember.
That counts as a bonus action. Never mind.
Yeah, on this. So,
Jeez.
and for giggles, that's what this guy looks like.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty. I'll skip over Daniels for the sake of ease. He's not a surprise, you guys. Lawrence, you get your surprise.
He still needed to move 30 feet from me.
All right. There we go. Yeah.
And I'll cast Turn Undead.
Okay. Do you have it as a feature that you can post or? There we go.
Or actually,
Yeah, that's the destroy.
that's 2.
What is your what's your DC?
15.
See the range on this. Within 30 feet. All right, give me a second here, and I'm going to make some saves. All 4 of these guys fail. Let me find something that works. We'll see about this monkey boy up here. Not monkey boy, monk boy. Not going to throw any zombie monkeys at you guys yet. I have to get a chult for that. He also... No, he just makes it, actually. And Barnacle boy down here fails, so all but one fail. All the ones marked have been turned.
And bonus actions, Shield of Faith.
Okay. You were going to get advantage on your first attack, Aaron, because you are doing a dynamic entry.
Yep. And he don't give a shit about the whole, that what's it called? He's going to kill something. Hiya. It's 9 sidekick. And screw that.
Okay.
4 lightning.
Yep.
Dead.
Nope.
Okay.
That's a hit, of course.
And he's gonna go ahead and take a step this way. He's gonna flurry.
Alrighty.
Damn it, that missed.
Yeah, that misses.
Yeah, he's gonna try to
Nope.
hit the guy again.
Never mind. I'm wrong. It hits.
Cool. It's 5 sidekick. He is now vulnerable to sidekick. And why are you standing there, Lawrence? I was gonna hit the other one, but you're standing right there. I guess I'll hit the other guy again because Lawrence kind of screwed that all up. Oh,
Which guy are
snap.
you hitting?
The one I've been absolutely destroying.
Yeah.
Also, that's all +2 because I had not been baking him up.
Yeah, okay, right. You're raging. You're making these attacks with strength then?
No, they're not advantage. I'm just making the attacks. It's
Yeah,
still
that's-
dex attacks.
This is only...
It's reckless that I had to use strength on.
Thought I recall... Yeah, if when you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a +2 bonus to the damage roll.
Oh, well, yeah, I just don't get it right now. That's fine. Okay, I'll get it in a minute.
You rain a flurry of blows down upon this guy from above, and it just lightning is crackling through his body, and he is in shambles, and that hits.
That's 20.
And you go ahead and describe how you finish this guy off.
So Aaron, who's fallen into rages, he is just wailing on this thing, like there is no mercy in his eyes. He's just like the words sorting out some shit were the right words because he is just taking everything out on it. Like the ghost is on the ground and still getting punched in the face. Until it dissipates, he keeps punching, and then after that it dissipates, he will not hold. He probably like cracks the ship one good one, and then looks at the other one.
It just stands there.
Oh yeah, undead bullshit.
Let's see, actually, because I overlooked something here.
Need that to be the 23?
Negative.
Or half of 23?
No.
You remember Stone Cold Steve Austin, how he used to stomp mud holes in people?
Okay, yeah, it falls. It attempts to reform but can't manage it.
Yeah, every time he starts reforming, he just keeps stomping it.
Yeah, and eventually it just stops moving altogether, and you have briny mush all over your boots.
I just look at the other one and roar in his face.
All right, now we will go. Soren, top of the turn order.
Okay, as a bonus action, I will put a Hexblade's Curse on this dude.
Okay.
And then I'm going to walk up to his face and slice him with my Skia Nova of Boom. Now, that is a 20.
That will certainly hit. No force damage because you would have had to activate it unless you did that on your last turn. I don't remember.
Oh, I totally forgot to do that.
I
would have
will.
done that. Oh,
Yeah, I will not be stingy on that. You didn't use your bonus action last time, so I'll say you could have activated it.
So there's that plus one card. And then I'm gonna put a little psychic blades in there.
Hold up 1 minute. Okay, now it was 12. I get paranoid now and double check because I always forget that Hexblade's Curse makes you crit on a 19. Ooh, was that meant to be double rolled?
No, I accidentally clicked it twice.
All right, yeah. So you give that monk a sting. Kind of lurches back and turns to you, and again, one leg is broken in an unnatural position. Its head is sideways, hanging almost upside down.
Okay. I'm good.
Fang. Orc man.
Orc.
Are you muted?
I think Rave just left.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, its leg is broken. I'm out."
He's gonna take his own leg off and beat me with it.
I'm
no
still
way.
here. You guys were talking about something.
Hang on, no.
All right.
Let's see if you just didn't hear that. If not, we'll get back to this turn.
Great weapon master.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. It's your turn now.
Plus
Here we
2.
go.
That's not how you
that's
say it.
29.
Say it like Travis.
That is.
Did it die? Nope. Really?
Nope. Yep.
Oh, I forgot to say, Kenji, that there's an extra damage that equals my proficiency bonus.
Right. What is your current proficiency bonus?
So it's 3. So just add 3.
Okay. I've added it. Thank you. I forgot about that too.
Second verse, same as the first.
Nope. Fang, it is still standing.
Plus 2, so that's
That is
31.
13.
I hit.
I just did over 50 damage. How the hell is this thing still alive?
It's probably got evasion.
I'm just gonna. Have you ever seen Patrick try to kill a spider?
Cannot make that save. So you cleave the thing however you wish.
Smack, 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 smack.
Just pick it up when he picks it.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh my god, I know
Wow,
God dang it.
really?
I can move to this guy, and I have one final attack.
You just pick it up when he picks up the computer and starts trying to flatten the paper. And Brian goes all over you. The place.
Reckless, great weapon master.
Lawrence uses turn undead. Everybody except for
And
one.
the one
fails.
time I
No joke to
fail.
you.
The one time I fail, because I decided to be like Travis.
There you go.
Reckless, great weapon miss.
No, that's it.
That's because you said it. You didn't need to say it twice. You already had it.
Anything else? Daniel sees that Lawrence has these things paralyzed and you guys are doing a good job, so he heads up and with the help of a couple of his ghostly crewmen begins to fight over the captain's wheel. He's going to...
Is he pulling some giant dab shit on us?
Yeah, he's swinging up here trying to... There you go, exactly, Lawrence. Let's... Oh, I forgot to mention he has a thing that gives him advantage on turn undead, but it's probably not good to risk it other way. He tries to wrangle with one of the various crew members up here, but seem to be in a stalemate. Lawrence.
I'll take a shot at the one below me.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits. And that's counting your divine strike and the extra damage all at once, right?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you definitely knock him for a loop. Not dead. Nope. You hit him, and the Mace of Disruption, which you are quickly growing used to, shines with a brilliant light, and it ripples throughout his body.
And that will be all.
Simple, straightforward. Aaron.
Are you ready for this bullshit? So, Aaron is gonna go ahead and use Lawrence's shoulders to flip over and land in this boat because I'm assuming this boat is on our level right now.
Yeah, it's like chained up.
Oh yeah, he flips over into the boat. He's gonna use reckless attack against both these boys back here. No great weapon because I'm not two-handing it. But use the Hadoken. Would that count as no? Okay.
Sorry, what exactly are you doing?
I'm gonna attack these two.
Okay. Yeah, so you can go ahead and move right there. I'll just say that it's difficult terrain.
All right. Reckless strike. 15 on the top one.
That hits.
It takes 7 psychic damage. Second one goes to the dude on the bottom. Oh, wait. God dang it, no. Well, yeah. 7 plus 6 to the dude on the top.
Okay, you are doing it with strength now. Let me mark that down. The second goes to where?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the second strike. Is going to the bottom. Going on the bottom.
Yeah, that hits, of course.
No, I didn't roll yet.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's all one strike, right? Because you're rolling your hand wraps. Yeah, that misses. That misses.
9 plus 4. I'm gonna flurry of blows and do something new.
Okay, let's see it.
Hopefully.
What do you?
So I hit
hitting?
both of them. I'm hitting
Both.
one strike against both of them,
Yeah, that hits.
and I'm using astral slide. I can teleport the target up to 10 feet to a destination I can see. I'm knocking them off the boat. I kick both of them in the face, and they just drop kick them both off the boat.
Now, these guys have a funny little feature that was already kind of hinted at with what Fang saw. But they are bound to the bottom of the sea. So you guys see Aaron send these two drowned blades off the edge of the ship, and then
When you said that, I'm like, oh yeah, everybody's going in the ocean.
They sink like rocks.
Kip up and then jump off the boat back on land. So he just pulls some real Jackie Chan stuff.
Yeah. Anything else?
You had difficult terrain because of the boat.
No, that was my turn. I guess. Let's see. I used what, like 20 feet of movement.
Whatever.
Yeah. So like what? 10, 20, 30, 40.
Yeah, 35. I'll say because you would have been able to jump off with ease.
No, so I got
So I'll say you
10
still got
feet of
10
movement
feet
left.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll just start. Do these things swivel? Like swivel back towards the boat, or are they just locked in place off the boat?
They're like a half, it's in a cone, so you couldn't swivel it all the way around. You could swivel it to like.
Actually, he's gonna stay where he is.
You could shoot in the line of fire of this one, but you couldn't hit anything of your own.
Yeah, he's gonna stay where he's at right now.
Okay, now I believe this states that he has to dash away.
Oh, is there someone we haven't? Oh yeah, him.
Yeah, because Fang missed. So let me read this.
Do I get advantage on it?
It's gonna dash. It's not forced movement; it is dashing of its own volition, even though it's turn. So you can make an opportunity attack if you wish.
My turn, I declare on my first attack.
Technically, still reckless, aren't you?
Oh, let me see what reckless says.
It's still my turn.
Let's see. Reckless attack.
All right.
Yeah, advantage on melee attack rolls using strength
during this turn.
So,
yeah, you wouldn't get. It is not still your turn.
Well, your turns are over.
Yeah, your turn is over.
To be fair, I don't know if
you should. Oh, why did you call reckless great weapon?
Yeah, that hits.
Good lord.
Or actually, you know what? As soon as he leaves here, he would get hit, which would stop his turning, but he still uses action.
Plus
so he's just going to stop right there and turn instead.
Yeah, if you're going to say you can't, you don't know if you can declare it on a reaction, you can, because it's just anytime you're making a weapon attack.
Nice free hit.
Okay, 25. Yeah, that's a good hit.
Okay, you screwed with
Soren.
the order again.
I'm impressed. I killed 2 of them.
Soren, my man.
Yep.
You feel
I'm crazy.
What?
You feel a not so friendly gaze fall upon you as this thing in front of you twists its head all the way around,
Oh god, it's that thing from
upright to
Zelda.
face you,
Monk.
and takes a page out of Aaron's book to come at you with a flurry of blows.
You fucking what, mate?
Um, 16 just meets my AC. So
Please make me a
I'm gonna-
Constitution saving throw.
No, I'm gonna shield it. So no.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're able to put up a shield that deflects its hand.
Bitch, what?
It steps around you. Or actually, yeah, it will step this way. This one is going to turn to you and hold up a rusted longsword, which it makes 2 slashes against Lawrence. And they're rolling terrible.
These blue rot.
I presume a 22 hits you.
Yeah.
Take 7 slashing, please. Constitution save. You will find out.
I don't think we want it. In other words, we
Ooh.
should all take 3 levels of paladin to not get anything.
Ah. Oh, we're gonna find out what blue rot is.
Is it con save or con throw?
Con save.
You know what? Just because of this, I'm making the bard paladin so I can never contract anything. Oh my god!
You feel a bad feeling come over you, but you don't see what the issue is with it.
Oh god, the healer got tainted.
Alrighty, Soren, back up to you.
My vengeance will be swift. Skianova, boom. Ooh.
Yeah, that certainly hits.
19. It's 16. No, bummer. Is he still alive?
Wait, why are you rolling hex damage?
He put a Hexblade's curse on it,
Oh,
and
well, that's a
extra from
D6.
proficiency.
Wait, wouldn't those both be
Oh,
Yeah.
he put a hex blade. I thought the hex was on the ship.
The hex is his Hexblade's curse is on it.
Hexblade's curse only does proficiency.
Oh, that's right.
That's rolling a D6.
You're right.
Oh,
In
whatever.
that case,
Sorry.
No, Hexblade curse
no,
isn't a spell.
Hexblade's curse is not a.
So it's just 3.
Yeah. Okay, I fixed that.
Is he alive still? Because I'm gonna drop
Yes.
that part. Okay, so I'm gonna drop psychic blade.
Alrighty, go ahead.
What's happening?
He's using psychic blades on it. I'm waiting for his roll.
Ah,
Soren, you there? You may have lagged.
oh boy. This is awkward. It says he's idle now.
Yeah, I can roll for him. It's a 3d6, but oh, it's not a no. There he goes.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where the
Don't
lag
you
it did
make
was
me
the
come
kind where
over
you
there.
don't realize it lagged because it doesn't drop you out.
Yeah.
It just buffers.
Him. Reckless.
Okay, we'll get back to
Great
that
weapon
then.
master.
Fang.
Damn it.
Negative.
What are you doing? Oh, his Wi-Fi crashed.
Yeah, Discord's crashing.
Okay, I got it. I'll add that. It is still up.
I think I'm back now.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. I think Discord's been a little funky on top of that. It's still up, but I added the psychic voids.
Is he still alive?
Yes.
I was gonna bonus action use whatchamacallit, Wrathful Smite.
You have to.
Okay. Yeah, you have to cast it beforehand, but
Yeah, it has to be because Raffles Smite is on its next attack, not the one you just used.
yeah, you would have had to declare it. You'd still cast it, but you'll be concentrating on it until your next hit.
Which, if you do that, Hex will drop.
Yeah, that's fine.
Attack
so
2.
I'm not gonna do that. Totally forgot about that. Okay, then I just show.
Okay. All right, Fang. Now we can
Plus
resume
2,
yours.
That's 26 damage. Yeah, I have it
That
clicked.
hits.
The problem is I can't have it and rage.
I thought it was going to be one of those situations with Henry and his gun.
It's because freaking they don't act.
Oh,
like
you got
a
the Weapon
global
Master
damage
baked
thing.
in
Have
now.
two
Cool.
things at once for some reason. Attack number 3, Reckless, Great Weapon
Interesting.
Master.
That's okay. I'll add that manually. It's easier
Because you're a
than...
scrub.
Alrighty.
Damn.
Good hit.
That is it.
That'll
That
be a
hits.
miss.
Damn.
Wait, I thought it was 13 hit.
That was for the monk guys.
What? Oh,
Mhm.
No, that's it.
who's he attacking now? Oh, he's attacking a weirdo.
Barnacle man. Barnacle boy.
Oh God, where's Mermaid Man? Find Mermaid Man now.
Alright, you doing any movement, anything else? Alright, Daniel's just gonna try to take control again.
Is his first name Stormy?
Totally. And so you guys look over and you see Daniel's sling one of these guys off the ship and grab onto the wheel, and he seems to be trying to swing the ship around so that it's harder for anyone to sort of counterboard onto Darius's ship. Lawrence.
Yeah, I'll finish up the bottom one.
Okay. Now, can you remind me on the Mace of Disruption? I can look it up actually. At a certain point, it has to make a save, right?
Actually,
If the target has 25 hit points or fewer after taking the damage.
yeah,
Okay, well, let's see then.
wisdom of 15.
It gets vaporized on the spot. Turns into ashes, blade style. Turn undead came in pretty clutch here.
Yeah, I'll now move up and catch up with the one on top.
Okay. Doing anything with your bonus action or hanging there?
Hang in there. That's it.
Aaron.
Do I help Soren or do I help Fang? Oh, that's a monk, so that's a challenge.
God, getting ganged up on is perfect. Perfect movement. Okay, you guys squat up like Ninja Turtles.
I'm gonna go ahead and go reckless again.
Go ahead.
Oh man, I should have done something else. I can still do it. All right. Because declaring reckless doesn't take a bonus action or anything, right?
No, you just declare it when you attack on your first attack on the turn.
Cool. Allow me to find it first because there's something else I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my bonus action to increase the reach of my unarmed strikes.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just gonna recklessly hit this boy.
Yeah, with reckless that hits.
The 7 sidekick and 7 lightning. Oh god dang it, I fucked up. But okay. I have to do that next turn then. I keep forgetting how these things. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Forget that one. Or take 2 off of it. Either way, whatever you want to do, because that should be +5.
I'll just take 2 off of it. I won't be stingy about that.
8 plus 1. I fucked that up. Let me see how long that lasts.
So
yeah, I screwed that up
strike,
completely.
It's all good. So that first strike knocks it down, and you hear its bones shatter and crumble, and it pulls itself back up. But the second strike, it just completely gets obliterated and goes flying. The body parts hit you guys as it slumps down.
Nice. Now I get hit points back.
Yep. Alrighty. Anything else, Aaron? Or
no, that was my movement, my bonus action, my action. I got nothing.
Cool.
Yep, angrily snorting like a barbarian would.
Yeah, he gets it.
Like the middle of summer, you can still see steam coming out of his mouth.
This thing turns to you,
Okay,
Fang, and
do you reduce the
pulls out a
piercing
dagger.
damages in half?
You reckless, yeah? He'll make 2 attacks.
Ooh.
Okay, so you'll take 8 piercing.
What do you mean
24, 30, and 34 poisoning.
Yep.
Fuck a duck.
Oh, right, I'm miscounting.
And you'll have to make some con saves for me.
Nine plus 15
first,
plus
and 9
10.
plus 15 from the second because of the crit.
Oh, con save?
Tis only a flesh wound.
Alright. I don't get advantage of that because I'm raging, right?
So con saves, please. Yeah, you'll need to make 2. Negative.
Wait, did I need to make 2 or 1 con saves myself?
2, because you got well, you only
No,
got hit once, didn't you?
Yeah, you got hit once. So I mean, you failed yours anyway. If you would have had to make 2, it wouldn't have made it any better.
Oh, but wouldn't the second one be for Shield of Faith? Because it was concentration.
Oh. Well,
Oh, that's true. Yeah, go ahead and make your concentration con save. Fang or Soren, you'll have to do the same. Actually, I forgot about that. So
I
yeah,
never
go
get
ahead.
hit.
You got hit by the. Yeah, you got
no, he
hit by
didn't.
that
He
16,
shielded
didn't
it, didn't he?
Oh, that's right. That's right. He shielded it. Okay, so you're still concentrating on Shield of Faith.
You piece of shit.
Yep, you're good. And then it disengages.
It's a rogue. Oh snap!
And you, let's see. Let me roll something here.
10.
Forgot to roll earlier. What are your guys' passive perceptions?
19.
19.
14.
13.
Okay, does anybody have higher than 15 other than Aaron?
Nope.
Okay, so Aaron, only you see this. You see that another one of these assassins has sneaked up the stairs in the heat of the battle, and seems to be leveling his crossbow at in your direction, kind of over through the where the boat is, since it's level, using the railing as cover.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll something real quick. Okay, so it's gonna attack Soren and Lawrence in that order.
Could I use a reaction to pull them down? No.
I'll say that you can yell "Watch out!" and it won't get its advantage.
Yeah, I'll
I
go
forgot
ahead.
your passive perception was wicked though.
I slap both of them back, duck, and he just yelled duck.
So coming at you, Soren. Coming at you, Lawrence.
That misses.
Okay.
Both.
So you guys turn around just in time for 2 bolts to go flying, and then you see you can still see him. He doesn't try to hide away anymore, but instead he runs around to here, and he runs around long way. So he stays on the opposite side of the pillar from you, Fang, and I'll do some. Okay, yeah, from you, Fang, and he tries to get on the other side of the steps to sort of meet up with his feller over here. And you hear an ominous rumbling from within the decks of the ship. Upon closer inspection, since I didn't realize your perception was so high passively, I'm going to give you another tidbit of information. Aaron, you notice that this looks like there's kind of stuff strung all over the stairs. Looks like there was possibly a makeshift barricade.
To keep people out or to keep people in?
You can't tell. It just looks like things were shoved down the stairs. It's no longer relevant. Now there's that. Soren.
Okay. I'm pretty pissed, so I get up or whatever. I run over here. And I'm gonna throw Eldridge Blast at this guy.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, that's not gonna miss. Ooh,
Snap!
charisma
Someone
mod.
has agonizing blade.
Blast on agonizing blade. Agonizing
blast.
blade would be scary.
Whatever.
I mean, it's basically what
Agonizing blade.
burst and blade is, right? It adds your or life drinker. I mean, it adds your.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be 14 plus 9. That's 21.
Sounds like some critical role math, boy.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, you blast at it, and barnacles go flying off of its shoulder and the side of its neck, and then you hit it again on the other side, and it stumbles back against the stairs, but keeps its standing, its footing rather. Do you have anything like the repellent or blast or anything like that else to your Eldritch Blast?
No, I wish I could knock it out. So,
Okay.
but I don't have it. I will not use my bonus action. Actually, is anyone down health?
Fang took a pretty nasty hit. I think that's about it. Everyone else is taking minor damage.
Yeah, I'll give a healing word to Fang.
Okay, what level?
Thank you kindly.
Just one.
Okay, go ahead and roll that. Fang, you receive 9 hit points.
I told you not to run. Reckless Great Weapon Master.
And is that all?
God! Oh,
Alright,
I
let's
didn't
keep it
turn
rolling,
either of those
Fang.
things
You
on.
immediately
That
get to
doesn't
make
matter.
your move after being healed.
Let's
He
try
did
that
tell him.
again, shall we?
Ooh.
That'll miss.
You know what? I'm
Yeah.
That's just awkward.
just normal. Reckless.
Ooh.
Negative.
I need to fucking...
This thing seems to be
There was no point in
it
me
gurgles
picking Great
out
Weapon
and
Master.
laughs.
There's no point in me picking Great Weapon Master.
Yep, that'll hit. Of course, now when you decide not to Great Weapon Master, that's when it would have hit. Yes.
I know. That's the joke. You just
So
if
that's
you
22.
take Great Weapon Master, you are committing to attacking that thing, and because the second you don't take it, it's gonna hit.
Mm-hmm. All right, there you go.
Welcome to Kenji's world. Remember Henry? Remember how Henry couldn't
fuck
hit
it.
with
I'm stabbing
sharpshooter?
my greatsword right through his gut, and I'm pumping
I'm sorry
the
to
fire
inform
till he
you,
starts vomiting
Fang,
ash.
that it completely doesn't matter whether you Great Weapon Master, because you get to cleave this lad any which way you please.
Oh,
Well, damn.
Begins to do that. Now, let us see
That was 20. I was here.
if it can.
20.
Nope, never mind. That's a DC 27. It cannot make a DC 27 con
It's here.
save. It is dead.
Oh, thank you. 10, 15, 20. Gonna go over here so he's got a line of defense against this bitch.
Wait, where were you? Yeah, you can count that 15 because I do diagonal movement, so. All right, cool. He thanks you and he's still steering at the ship, but he takes a moment to step around this side so that he can take cover against any stray crossbow bolts, and he's going to make another roll here. Actually, I might have made a mistake on that one. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's 6 anyway. He seems to be struggling on his second maneuver to distance the ship, but he's still attempting. Lawrence.
I'll cast Sacred Flame on this one.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Oh. Why is it doing extra rate?
Yeah, the Divine Strike is because he didn't turn his global off, but let's see. It fails. It goes to level its crossbow, and you just interrupt that whole process with a pillar of golden flame.
Like, I swear to God, this thing looks like something that would have been in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Alrighty, anything
The
for your
rogue
bonus?
too.
I don't think I could use a bonus. I use spells.
Well, you can because you only use the cantrip.
Yeah. You can, like, for example, if you're a warlock, you can cast Hex with a bonus action and then Eldritch Blast. So you can.
Yeah, the only time you can't cast a spell if you cast it on. You can't cast anything other than cast it
around me, or
Uh,
should I just hold off my spells right now?
I should set this scene a little bit better. So there is basically I'm marking out the relevant things. There's fighting going on around you guys, especially around the edges. But it's sort of like, for example, Captain Daniels over here, kind of taking command while some of the Ghost crew members have a melee. So there are people around, but this is a big brawl. You guys are sort of the irrelevant ones in this, but the top deck seems like it's pretty close to being cleared for your party. So if you're asking how many enemies are around and how dangerous it looks, it seems like for now the top deck is almost secure. If you're asking how many people are injured, then I think Fang is the one that's still majorly injured.
I'll cast Mass Healing Word 3rd level.
Okay, what's the range on that? Can you just
60
post that? Let me range you out here. Okay, so it's gonna get the whole.
Before I do that, I think I need to roll something first. Was it a D10?
Yeah, you get your life cleric thing, right?
No, something different. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Word, 3rd level.
Nice. So the whole party gets 16 hit points back. And Lawrence, as you do this, since there are miscellaneous, crew members around, you kind of gesture and you send out this wave of healing, and probably a good dozen of Darius's crew rise back onto their feet, and they all raise their swords and rally and start to beat back the defenders even more. You just kind of did a mass res on your crew.
Man, this reminds me of the opening to Lost Odyssey where they killed all those people and they just literally came right back.
Yeah, basically. Aaron.
Yeah, so Aaron's gonna jump, and unlike these fools, oh no, why are you in the way? Why are you in the way? Every time. Well, he's gonna hit the banister and he's just gonna jump, hit deck, and start moving. To about here. He's gonna bonus action queue up his
Soul
Soul
knife.
Soul knife, yep.
Yeah. Yep.
And then reckless attack that rogue.
Okay, go ahead.
So you're freaking scorpion.
What does this look like? Do you basically have whips then?
Well, from his hands, this black arm just comes out. And he just like thrusts forward, and they just like kind of like snakes, just kind of move towards the
Yeah,
target.
that's how I was envisioning it.
Yep, you damn
Yep.
right, I'm Scorpion.
Yeah, those hit.
All right.
These
Turn on
things, in
that
case you can't
feng shui
tell,
engine.
undead don't tend to be
Oh,
big
that's
on
only
DC.
5
Dice fresh as
sidekick,
daisy.
7 sidekick. Good lord, these are horrible rolls. 2 and hey, 8.
Pretty good, pretty good. It's still up.
Motherfucker. Yeah, that's my turn.
Just kind of swing around this way. Level its crossbow at you. And
Okay.
those hit, right?
Yeah, they both hit. I'm going to,
Yeah, you gotta
before anything
erase
else,
the
I'm going to try to
10
catch the
damage.
first one and send it back at him.
Okay.
So first things first, that's, I can't remember what that is.
Let me look. I'll
D8 plus Dex modifier plus monk level. D10, I mean. So
roll your D10. What's your your Dex modifier and your monk level? 6,
dude,
right?
it's
for monk
9.
level.
It's not. It's 5 and 4. So even if I roll a 1, I'm reducing the damage completely.
If he erases the damage, then he's able to catch it.
My
and throw it
Dex
back as
modifier is a
bonus action, I
4.
think.
My
Or reaction.
monk level is a 5.
And
So
then
even
it's
if I-
plus a D10, right?
Yep. So even if I roll a 1, I negate the first one.
Well, let me look this up because I fail to understand how this works. Hang on, I might have a.
There you go. As a reaction, as a part of the same reaction.
Oh right, I was comparing it to the attack, not the damage. That makes sense.
And it's still within 20 feet of me.
Yep.
So I'm going to spend a key point to throw that bitch back.
Go ahead.
The reason being, I want to see if this. I doubt this is going to kill him, but I'm going to try.
Just roll your right. Roll it as a monk weapon.
Yep.
And the damage will be
There you go.
a D6. Nice. So go ahead and roll 2d6 plus your proficiency, or plus
Yep.
whatever your monk stuff is.
Suddenly. Uh, 13. I doubt I get the hand wraps on this thing.
So you send it back. And so you catch the bolt and twist it around in your fingers, I guess. Or is that what you're doing? Or how are you flavoring this?
Oh, if I flavor it, I just catch it and then just engulf it in the same black R and just throw it right back at him.
You see it. He raises his crossbow for a second shot. You send the bolt flying forth. It hits him dead in the forehead, and you see him slump back.
Okay, so
Well
I have something else to flavor it for
all right.
because I wanted to make sure he was dead. When it hits him in the forehead, instead of the aura flashes white and he turns to porcelain and just shatters. And Aaron goes, "That's
Sub-Zero
fucking
style.
yeah." Aaron just kind of goes, "That's never happened before."
And you see the bolt clatter to the ground. The remaining defenders are thrown off the top deck, and Daniels manages to stabilize the ship. The top deck has been secured, but I think it's Captain Daniel suggests this, and I will suggest this. I will suggest this as well.
Oh,
That
jeez.
now that the top deck has been secured, there's more that awaits you beneath. You take some time to settle in, recover, and we will finish this little naval siege next time
Yeah.
because there's a lot more.
If I'm not,
Yeah, I think. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good for Fang.
It's not good for Lawrence, man.
We'll heal. We'll be fine.
if I'm not careful, my rage is gonna end.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
full
get
health.
exhausted.
Yeah, I haven't gotten touched. I haven't gotten touched at all. I just been kicking things off of the freaking.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
Oh,
Dude, wait a minute. Hang on, is
Yeah.
that life clear?
well, that doesn't good. The only good thing about it is it doesn't affect
The
your.
weight.
It doesn't affect your attacks, but your modifiers can be garbage. Your ability checks can be garbage.
I'm taking healing very seriously.